Well. Looks like I'm
Is my mic working?
Yes.
Oh, Kryptonian just jetted out of here.
It is working.
We were late because of me, because of my mic.
Yeah.
That was like the first time in a long time that my mic had a problem.
What's up, guys?
Hey, who's
I don't know
that?
what happened. I don't know, man. I just as soon as you went live, you kicked me off. I mean, we couldn't even get the show started. You know?
No. Just to be clear, I didn't kick you off this time.
Oh, this time. Okay, all right. What's
time.
up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Not much. I was just telling everybody we were late because my mic was messed up. Thank goodness that.
Yeah. It wasn't me this time.
Here.
It wasn't me this time. Usually it's me, right? Usually it's me.
Usually waiting for you. Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard stories. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard stories.
He was here so early.
Who's this guy? I was trying to be. I'm having issues with my lights and everything. I don't know. My camera looks kind of weird. It looks like I got like I don't know. Does it look okay to you guys? It's kind of red.
I think it looks good, man.
Your pew state's gone. Did you move your background or what?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a different office now. Yeah, from a different studio, I guess you could say. Yeah. I think last year, towards the end of the year, I bought a house, and then so I'm just getting this office all squared away. And I don't know if I'm going to put. Well, I am going to put it up. I just don't know if you're going to see it on the camera behind me or not. The way this office is laid out, but most importantly, I got a place to sit and jump online with you guys. So. Could be worse. I could be in my car. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. We don't want to be doing that at all. we got a couple comments here, and then Don Diego, he says it feels like it's been a while. A Sunday night treat. Yeah, it's been a while, and we're going to talk about why it has been such a while, and not it hasn't been a bad thing. We all knew that Kryptonian, NR, and myself and a few, we were going to be stepping away from on our lives so much because of the fact that we had some things in the works and behind the scenes. We just didn't have time to be doing all that. So what we have tonight, we'll have kind of a treat. I would think that it would be a treat. It's going to be, I think it's going to be the announcement of, you can see in my, dude, that was awesome. Like, what's your camera do? Just like, boom.
It's put in ultra wide. Yeah, a little update from Facebook.
Now, actually, it looks better than it did before you're real close there.
It was too close. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out. It just looked weird. I don't know. I had it good before, had it perfect before we started, but then.
So listen to this. So you know how in the past when we were live, the little thumbs up thing would come up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know how to do that now.
Yeah. So, and you said that you were on your Apple product and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm FaceTiming my granddaughter, and she's like 3 years old. Right. So we're talking, and she does this thing where she's like doing the heart.
Oh yeah. And the heart comes out.
And she's going back and forth. And I was asking her mom, like, what is she doing? And she's like, hold on, Paw, she'll get it. And she hits it she does it a certain way, and all these hearts come up on the FaceTime thing. So then I was like, oh, that's neat. That's real neat.
It's like,
and then I
used to do that to me all the time.
Yeah, I was sitting like this when we were talking, and like the thumbs up thing came up on the screen. And I was like,
try shooting the finger. That's a funny one.
Yeah. I was like, where's that come from? But I figured it's from Apple and all that.
It is from Apple. Yeah. It's their it's a FaceTime up that they had out for a while. I never even have actually used it. I don't do a lot of FaceTime, maybe with my mom or somebody, but it's real quick, and she doesn't have the latest and greatest Apple product. She's not looking at all the bells and whistles. It wasn't until I jumped on a live with you guys I started noticing that you're like, what's going on? I'm like, man, I don't know.
You did it that one time, man, and I was like, "What the heck was that?"
What I'm actually using one of my iPhones as a camera, right? So and it's using FaceTime. So FaceTime is allowing my Mac to share my iPhone as a camera, as an external camera.
But can you turn up Kryptonian's mic a little bit?
Oh, I can definitely do that myself.
I think he backed away from it.
Yeah. It's more directional. Is that better? Sorry, guys. Sorry.
For me, it's better.
Okay.
I was like leaning.
Yeah, it's a direction. So that you guys don't hear all the family in the background, you know what I mean? Because I can hear them, like my dad's like just the next door over, and he just blasts the TV. You know, he's watching everything. He was watching the games all weekend, and I'm like, Dad, turn the TV down. You know, he's like, wait, I don't, because he can't hear it. You know, it's just hilarious to me. So that's why I have a limiter on my mic, right? So
Yeah.
or a gate. So what happens if I walk away? Closes it, right? So, but anyways, guys, it is good to be back, guys. It's 2024. It's been a crazy year, and I was. I know we're going to be talking about this tonight, Chris, and those of you that have joined us, you know, I know it's been a while, as Chris was saying. We've been wanting to come back. We've been itching to come back, but we want to come back with purpose more than anything. We have a lot of fun up here. You know, we've had some good times, some bad times. You know, talked about a lot of projects and things in the news and all these types of things and conspiracies, and we're still going to do all those things. But most importantly, guys, we love doing this so much, but then we get to go back to our lives, you know, and you know, off camera. And we're putting the principles that we talk about every night, you know, when we get a chance to talk, we put it into practice. And I mean, I feel very blessed to be able to even have the opportunity to get up here and to talk to people that would be willing to listen. So hopefully, as Chris will talk about later, and Terry's, we want to do this with purpose. So, you know, we're going to get up here, we're going to have fun, but we want to bring some things to you guys that kind of help you benefit, that would hopefully benefit you the way they've benefited us. And it's all about principles and priorities and these types of things and investments. And we're going to talk about the things that I've been doing since the last time we've talked, you know, as far as crypto, Forex, and anything relative to making money or losing money, right? We're going to talk about it because at the end of the day, I mean, you know, everybody wants to make money, right? But we should absolutely have fun doing it. And once you've made it, how do you keep it? That's really the secret right there, right? Anybody can make it, but not everybody has the discipline or I would say the discipline or just the skill set to keep it. Anybody can make it. Yeah, anybody can make it. You can go to casino, hit a lucky 7, boom, bam, you make 20 grand. What are you going to do with it? You know, you ain't going to do it again, but what's up, Jacob?
Yeah, I got a friend, they on their honeymoon, they hit like 60 grand on a slot machine.
Oh, wow.
Came back, spent all their money, and then they're broker than before their wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
What you invest? Just hold on to it. Don't buy all the stuff you bought, you know?
Exactly. You know, the older I've gotten, yeah, right. The older I've gotten, I've just, in my 30s, I bought all the crap I didn't need it. In the 20s, I worked my butt off so I can buy all the crap I didn't need it in my 30s, you know? Yeah. And now I'm in my 40s going, I have everything I need. And you know what? And it's nothing that I've bought in my 30s. Okay. Nothing. I mean, some things, obviously I got that TV that I wanted, but most importantly, I've got what I need is my family around me, my friends and my family.
That's your foundation before.
Yeah. Because nothing else matters. Nothing matters but the relationships that you have in your life at the end of the day, you know. And as my dad, he's now living with me. If you guys remember from last year, he fell ill and he's still staying with me. And that really put things into perspective for me on the things that are important to me, priorities and things that shouldn't be priorities, you know, right. Because now he's in his last stretch, I would say. And he's trying to get his ducks in an order and lined up in an order or in line. And I think he's even admittedly saying, man, he's wasted so much time or wasted some time that things he didn't consider when he was healthy that he should have done. And now where he's not as healthy. So, but with that being said, here we are, 2024, guys. And I'm going to say this, 2024 is going to be a crazy year. I'm not going to say it's going to be the best year ever. What I'm saying is it's going to be a crazy year, both politically, globally, and in all markets, crypto, because it's a political year, I think. Most importantly. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to talking about that stuff, man. And not even talking about it, but saying, guys, remember what happened? What we talked about last week? It freaking happened. What did we do? You know, I've always talked about pivoting, right? Mm-hmm. And I think 2024 is going to be a year where I'm really going to have to put that to practice. I just don't see things going as we hope. And I'm not trying to be like, you know, a rainy cloud or nothing like that, but I'm just saying you guys need to be prepared. The things that you have, the things that you've acquired, your assets, your family, your relationship, you know, you've got to really take care of them this year because the universe will be conspiring to give you whatever you want, guys. And we hope we can help you guys, at least in my life. You know, I mean, I've been pretty fortunate Not all the time, you know. I don't have like it's not rainbows and cupcakes or nothing like that. But when good things happen, I always look back and go, it wasn't luck. It wasn't happenstance. It wasn't circumstance. It was me actually making the right choices, the right decisions, and just having being real self-aware of my environment in whatever situation I'm in, where I can capitalize on that opportunity, good or bad. So I hope I can help you guys, you know, follow the same process and principles that have helped me. So, but that's what I plan to do with my 2024 guys, with the streaming that we do. Is I hope I can help more people.
Yeah.
At the
This
end
is
of the
the
day.
year I don't jump on all the hype wagon bull crap.
Yeah. Oh gosh, did I learn from that, man? You know,
And look deeper and do more of my own research versus surface scamming. You know,
you're right. You're right, Terry. You know, we started the whole thing with inspect. That's when I first jumped online. That was like inspect what you expect. You know, I have a set of principles that I follow. Inspect what you inspect. This is not even has nothing to do with crypto. This is just in my daily life. Inspect what you expect. Trust but verify. Right. Do your own research. No one's coming to save you. Be your own hero. You guys know the things that I say all the time. And crypto absolutely full stop, made me apply each one of those every step of the way. Because when I was being told one thing, they were doing the other thing. I mean, straight up lie in our faces. I mean, it really showed me that, man, there are some freaking scoundrels out there. And because we would inspect it and figured out what was going on, and we would remain to be, we stayed open minded. We didn't just go, no. Especially when we were getting involved with communities that were trying to like, hey man, you need to look at this project. Something, there's some flags there. We wouldn't just be like, whatever. You're just trying to FUD my bag. We would go like, I hear you. Let me look into it. And in doing that, I learned so much about the space, you know. And there's two types of communities out there in crypto, right? Specifically, you know. And I think the same could be said about in stocks, in any financial community. You know, you got those that are willing to rip you the hell off, right? Mm-hmm. And you got those that want to get ripped off, right? Yeah. I don't want to be one of those, right? And what I mean by that is want to be ripped off is you do not want to take the time to do your own research, ask the right questions, and most importantly, get out of your feelings when you're getting in projects. I mean, you got to take the emotions out. I think Chris taught me that. You know, you and I became friends, you just separated the emotions from, because I'd be all hyped up. Oh man, this is going to be good. And you'd be like, hold up. And I would watch you just kind of just break it down, take the emotion out. And it reminded me, of course we should do that. But anyways, I think it's going to be a good year, for those of us that are willing to, because if you're there, even though this may be a bad market, you know, I would say, let's say for crypto or down market. I'm sorry. If it could be a down, there's still money to be made. Right. There's still opportunity. Someone's going to make money in a down market. People, right, Chris? People make money in a down and up, you know, and hopefully we can partake in in that process. You know, but we're not just here to talk about crypto, guys. We're going to be talking about many things here, but I'm done rambling though, guys. But
no, that's good. It's good.
With the friendships and bonds that were built through all that turbulence last year. Will carry over to this year, and it'll be the foundation of a not more, because we've never been not transparent, but a more straightforward approach to whatever we do. I mean,
transparent. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I think of it more as collaborative.
Yeah, everybody brings their piece to the table, and we talk about it, and then we have our best interests at heart, which means we have everybody else's best interests at heart. It's not just about our bag; it's about everybody.
I don't know how many comments and questions and conversations that I've had with people in the communities that I'm involved in that have such great ideas, and you know, whether they bring that to market a certain way or not, they have, it's like nobody's listening to them.
Right.
So when we had, this was back in before Thanksgiving, when we had our conversation, my goal was that I want to create a new community.
Yes.
I want to create a new community. I want to give people the opportunity. I want people that, you know what, let's just get into it. Yes. What we've created is a platform it's called My ROI Store, and ROI is for return on investment. Return on investment is not just return on investment for a cryptocurrency or Forex or something like that. It's everyday return on investment. So like with housing, with like your insurance, with crypto, with trading, with your 401k, all that. And what we've done is we've created a platform where we have I think there's 28 right now. They're digital products. There's 28 digital products, whether they're all in a course form. But what we're going to do is we're going to give to our community all of these courses, all of these modules. It's basically in 5 different bundles for free.
So it's 28 different opportunities to investigate and learn, and then
it's 28 courses, but there's over 300 modules.
Thank you. Yeah,
in all of them. So some of them are just going to be like an ebook, maybe step you through a few things. Some of them are going to be like starting your own business. The others, they're all basically all over the place. They're Google, how to search for Google, how to start a business, how to, they're split up into multiple different areas. But what we're going to do is you got to join our Discord, and our Discord is brand new. It is just us. I just put it in the chat. You join our Discord. On the welcome page at the bottom, there's a link to go. You go to the link, and I'll bring it. I'll do the screen share for it so we can see it. So when you go to the link, you're going to go to this is the landing page of where we're at. Now this will probably change and everything like that because we got
look at Chris's office. That's nice.
So
you can have an office like this.
This is where you're going to go to the complete library bundle. And I think I put this link in here. So you just bypass this. All right. What you're going to do is this is a price that's here. We don't want you're not going to pay a price. What you're going to do is you're just going to fill it out. So let's fill it out. And then you're going to put a discount code that is in the Discord. So if you don't see this or anything like that, and it's going to take 100% off. All right. Then when you're down here, just hit PayPal, because if you hit credit card, you actually have to put the credit card in. But what happens is, as soon as you hit the buy now, you just waste your time putting the credit card in because you're not buying anything. So if you hit PayPal, it's going to pop up that it goes to PayPal, but it tells PayPal you're not paying for anything. So then it immediately takes you to the next page. So I'll do it here. So then bam, you don't pay for anything. You don't do anything. And then you get an email or you get a message saying, check your spam. It's going to be coming from here. You're going to get an email for 5 different bundles. And in those 5 different bundles, let me show you here. You're going to have to, you'll click the link, you'll log in, make a password and everything like that.
Chris, we're not seeing it. We're seeing only.
It didn't switch. Yeah. It didn't switch over. There you
go. So then you're going to go right here. Let me show you this is the email. This is the message that's going to come up. As soon as it goes, it won't go to PayPal because there's no money to be spent. It'll just go right here. You'll see this. It'll say thanks, whatever. Check your spam. It came from here, all that. And then you're going to go to the link and you're going to make a password. Simple, just whatever password you want. And then you're going to see these 5 courses are going to be here. This is the 5 bundles in the different areas. Now, each one of there's only 2 courses in the entrepreneurship, but I'm in the process. I have 7 others to create. So there'll be more in there. Each one of these, these courses have a few items in them already. So if you go to course bundle, you can just scroll through here, all the different ones that they're going to that's going to be a part of that bundle itself.
Nice.
So, and then these are all just digital courses to help you out so that you get an understanding of what's going on. And it's going to be, it's going to be for free. Nobody's going to have to pay for anything or anything like that. It's to teach you, to help you hopefully gain some type of knowledge. Join our Discord. We'll have communication back and forth about different things. We'll talk about whether it's crypto, whether it's conspiracy theories, whatever. But the whole purpose of it is trying to build a community that can help each other maximize our return on investment for anything. So, and it's very new. We don't even have any mods or anything like that. So if you're interested in being a mod or you're interested in being a part of the community some way, give us a message. That's the gist of it right there. Now, those modules, those courses that are on there, those 5, those will always be free to you. You'll never pay anything. Nothing's coming out of your pocket at all. Now, if we come across something that is something in the future, we might say, hey, you can pay for it, whatever, or this is something that is actually a paid service. Someone in the community could come with something and we help them create it. But you won't pay for anything of those 5 bundles at all. And we're not done. There's a whole lot more that needs to go in there. After March the 1st, we'll be selling those.
Right.
You'll have access to it, so it won't change for you between now and March 1st. After March 1st, we're going to sell it. Now, you can look at those and you can be like, there's nothing here I really like. Okay. I mean, things will be added. Hopefully something does help. Be a part of the community, all that kind of stuff. After March 1st, when we go to sell it, if you join our affiliate program, we'll split whatever we sell it for 50-50.
Nice.
So basically you can learn different ways to maybe something in there sparks your imagination and you come up with some way to earn some money, or you can help sell the courses. You can earn money. So bottom line is this community doesn't have to pay for anything. And honestly, you just could make money. So that's the gist of it right there. Not much more to it. So want to build the community and get people involved and stuff like that. But
No, I like it, man. I like the social media, building a social media platform. Those are things that, many people may be like, well, I don't want to do that. Well, which is fine. You don't have to get up here and build a YouTube channel or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Or a Discord or whatever, anything social media. You're just looking for some information on some investments to get into or projects to get into or whatever. Or just come up here to laugh at us or whatever it may be. Yeah. Because I'm dumb, but nonetheless, there are those out there that are, they're working the 9 to 5, which is probably in the 40s you did a 9 to 5, but here in 2024 you're probably doing the 8 a.m. to friggin' 8 p.m. Just to get that 9 to 5 lifestyle, right? But I would say that what we're hoping to present to you guys or bring to you guys is that there are other ways to generate revenue. There really are. You don't have to. It isn't just that one job, and you guys know that. You guys are on YouTube because there are thousands upon thousands of channels out there that figure this out.
Right.
They're actually, though, that's what they're doing. That they've left their daytime jobs to come create a channel, and whatever, they're bringing you news or whatever it may be, or just doing shorts all day long. They figured out that this is something that they can make money at. Now, what we're suggesting or providing is not what to do, but how there are tools out there to help you get started. And this is just for social media. But if you've got that entrepreneurial bone in your body, you just do not like going to work, not because you don't like to work, but because it's not your company. It's not what you want to do. You want to make your own way. There's going to be some great tools out there for those of you that are entrepreneurs, or you want to be one. You're going to see there's a vast community out there of entrepreneurs out there that actually help each other. Like in my business, And what little success I've been able to, and it's little success, it's a little bit itty, it's not not even close where I want to be yet, but I've been able to pay my bills. I feel like I'm extremely blessed to have what I have. And it has to do with me just basically, having this mindset of, if it's gotta be, it's up to me. And that's that entrepreneurial mindset that I guess I grew up with, or that I was born with, but it was me surrounding myself with like-minded individuals that feel, think, have that same drive that I have. And you'll be surprised if you ask an entrepreneur or business owner, hey, tell me about your business. Tell me how you got started. 99.9% of the time, they're going to talk your ear off. Mm-hmm. They love to talk about what they've accomplished. And if you're smart and you ask them, the smart thing to do is first to find one and then to ask them, how did you get started? What made you get started? And you need to pull a notepad out and you need to take notes.
Yeah.
If you want to know how to start a business, you need to do more than just getting online and asking a guy, hey, go to some YouTube channel. This is how you start a business, which is great. There are great tools out there. I'm not saying they're not, but you want to actually go walk into a small business, that you've probably been shopping at your whole life. So the last few years,
like you've been your own boss for how long, Kryptonian?
Since 2004.
And Chris, you've been your own boss for how long?
Well, I mean, I don't see it as being my own boss.
You've been a business. You own your own business for you're never your own boss if you have your own business, because
early like boss, right? 2000, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and I started in 2008, so I mean I've got only 15 years in, but gosh, all the mistakes I've made and all the times I thought that mistake was going to close my business, I'm still standing. And if I had these tools that were free, because back 15 years ago they weren't free.
No. You had to go out there and fall on your face.
Well, I mean, you just like we talk about there's a whole course in there. There's like a intermediate and advanced course on selling on Etsy,
which I need my wife and my daughter to watch.
Yeah. It's like
my wife, same thing.
I'm sending you a sample, sir.
Yeah, and then right there, so that's free for them. They go watch that. They may skip through half of it and be like, oh, I know all this stuff, but they might pick up something on it. Or someone was like, I don't even know what Etsy is. Okay, well, watch this and you'll be able to see. You'll be able to understand. It's a lot of them are videos. Some of them are short, some of them are long. A lot of them have audio with them also. I tried to make sure that we had audio available for people that just maybe wanted to listen.
Then the drive time so that they keep you out on the road, right?
Well, that's going to be a little difficult because the audio has to be turned on. So if it's like a 2-minute one, like every 2 minutes, they'd have to turn it on.
Okay.
So they may not want that. I thought about doing auto doing it, but that kind of bothers me when I'm watching something and I hit like the next button and bam, it starts again. I'm like, wait.
The next video pops up. Yeah.
Okay. So, but bottom line is it's all free. Hopefully you can figure out something, it sparks something in you. We have people, we join the community. We help each other, so we don't see, so we can see scams, whether they're whatever industry they're in or things that did help people, a product or service out there that's really good that you highly recommend. We all go check it out and it helps us all. So build a community of people that are looking to maximize their return on investment on any product. That's the gist of it. There's really not.
I like what you said earlier, Chris. You said whether it be your ROI, return on investment on crypto, stocks, a refrigerator, whatever you invest in, how can I get a return on my investment? And I wanted to kind of talk about that point. It's not just about making a gain. Like, hey, I bought this, I sold it for this. That's great, but that's just a small part of the return on the investment. If you buy something, a refrigerator, and because of the community that you're a part of, you asked the right questions, you looked at reviews, you looked at the cost of ownership. What if I buy this thing used or brand new? How much is it going to cost me in a year? When the compressor goes out, all these questions, when you really, really look into the investment you're about to make, the purchase you're about to make, you'll make the best choice. And then when you're 3 years later and you're going, man, this was the best refrigerator I ever bought because it's actually, I paid X amount, but it's cost me just X amount, and it's still kicking, still ticking.
Right.
That's a return on investment. You buy something because you either buy it, you buy into something because you want it to bring value to your life, right? Yeah. Not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever it may be, whatever floats your boat. And I think this community that Chris has been talking about with the ROI I think there's been enough shenanigans out there in the last year. There's just a vast community that I've made a lot of friends here, a lot of great friends, good friends, and acquaintances through just through crypto alone. That's what pulled me onto the YouTube scene. I think just to talk about crypto, right, and all the investments, and now we're talking about other things. But man, there are so many people out there that reach out to me, and they have great advice. They give me great information. They're always like shooting me, hey man, check out this project. Hey, did you look into this particular, because I am in IT, did you look at this particular antivirus application, the software? Did you look in the switch? I mean, my point is, because of this platform, YouTube, and then it tethering into crypto and how it all worked out, I think my life I've gained so much more value in my daily life because I literally have a network of people I can reach out to at any given point and say, hey, what was that one thing you were talking about the other day? I want to look into that. What was that one? What was that wallet what was that wallet app you downloaded that said it works with the, I don't know, the alternative to Trust Wallet or something like that. Right. I can literally reach out to somebody in my feeds and all the communities that I've been a part of, and someone's got an answer for me, and because I trust them. Why? Because we've been through so much crap together in this last year. I love that part. And I think moving forward, we can do the same thing when it comes to just more than just crypto, buying a damn refrigerator. Right. I know that I say that comically, but seriously at the same time, there's a lot of ways to make money out here, guys. But it's more than just making money. It really is.
Well, it goes back to what you were talking about keeping it and everything like that. So
yeah, how do you keep it? What do you do when you made it?
There's so many people out there that have such good ideas and everything like that it's like, all right, well, let's build a community where we can talk about these ideas, and whether that, like I said, whether it's in crypto or not, but crypto, I don't want to minimize it and everything like that, but so many things are so new, and. Mm-hmm. And my problem with everything that's gone on, and I always go back to this, is that this is a project. This is something for it's for people to control their own funds. You can do what you want to do without having to worry about what I'm going to do, what a project team's going to do, what if someone's going to rug, if the company doesn't go well, this is a community of people that are going to be, hopefully you can get something from the courses and the ones that we add. You can get something from the interaction in the community as to helping, whether there is a crypto out there that's really good for people, that's a good thing, whether there's, a refrigerator or there's a good Forex program or there's some type of, insurance, or something that's going to help people. That's what our focus is. And we don't want to take any money from the community. We want the community to earn money.
Benefit from it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So you don't have to, like I said, and we don't have mods and stuff like that. You want to be a part of that? Sure. Join. You want to be a mod in a Discord? Great. We also have a Facebook group. I put that out there. I don't know anything about Facebook groups or really much about Discord. So there's going to have to be people that are going to, have to make these things work. Yeah. So there's really no one going to be in charge other than the fact that there is a legal structure for when money is taken in. So if money is exchanged hand, and that's the whole point, is that this community, we want this community to be a part of it early. you're not going to pay any money for anything unless later on in the world, and that you decide to, buy something or what that we would offer, something like that. But what we do between now and March 1st is free to you forever. It's not changing.
And they can benefit down the road as it grows.
Yeah. Right. And after March 1st, that's what we're going to be selling to the public. When we start taking money, we have a company, we have an EIN, all that kind of stuff for the transfer of funds. Okay. So that will be a legitimate thing. And then between now and March 1st, familiarize yourself with, the products that are out there and the things that are out there if you want to be a part of it. And if you bring a customer in by using your affiliate link, you get 50%. We'll split 50-50 with you. So if it's helpful and everything like that, great. So with this community, we're not wanting any money from you. We want to give you an opportunity that you can make money, or you just don't do anything. And you just hang out with us in Discords or a Facebook group or something like that.
Lives, yeah.
And then down the road, someone comes in and someone's got a great product and, you like it. Great. There you go. So that's it. Bottom line. So that's what I'm thinking.
Sounds good to me.
We're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff.
Your mic is gone now.
What happened?
Is it gone really?
Yeah. Barely can hear you.
It sounds like you whisper like this. Like this.
Isn't it great? We were late tonight because my mic was completely gone.
Now his is crapped out. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you hit that button? You're making fun of me. My mic was messed up at the beginning.
I wasn't making fun of you.
Man, you better turn up to 100. You can't hear a thing you're saying.
Yeah. But my mic was all messed up at the beginning and we couldn't get it to work at all. And then he said, well, you need to have the da 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 da. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I look down and I'm like, oh, he's right. I didn't have the button turned on. So I'm like,
48 volts. You guys can hear me now, obviously, right?
Yeah, obviously. Did you hit that button?
I've never actually deselect the button. It stays on, I'm always
mine's always on, but
I'm always running 48V, buddy. Always running 48V.
Mine is always on there. What's Jocko?
I actually got some questions about some pools, Jaco. In fact, I don't want a pool. But my wife wants one, so I will be calling you, brother.
Wait, that's a money pit. It's a money pit.
Yeah, definitely talk to him. He's got contacts like everywhere, man. He will. He and I have had some great conversations, man. I love talking to that dude, man. He'll call me out of the blue. It's out of the blue, random, but it's on time at the same time because it's actually something that's. He and I are both kind of on the same page. What's going on? He's got a good sense with that. So Sky High. Like the other day, Sky High called me and we were talking. Man, I went to hang up. It was 2 hours, man.
Wow.
We were talking for 2 hours. I was doing stuff. He's doing stuff, but it was just like it wasn't like dead silence too. We're talking about this, talking about that. And
I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's doing good. Is he doing good?
Yeah, he's doing. I have not
talked. I hope he's doing well. If you're out there, Sky, man, hope you're doing well, buddy.
His daughter was she got. I talked to her for a little bit too. It was real nice. It was real nice to hear. And then Terry, I heard your daughter just had her birthday.
Just turned 16. Yeah, on the 5th.
Damn, that is awesome. That is great news. Oh, hey, I wanted to make sure we got some people watching on different channels and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw what we were talking about, but go join our Discord, the new Discord that we're using for my ROI store. But this is crazy. During the download last Friday, there's a conversation about NR Legend was a part of a group of people that bought out BL's bag or something like that. That is absolute 100% BS, man. NR Legend did not put any money in to do anything like that. We talked to him on a personal basis all the time, man. He did not have anything at all to do with that. I don't know how his name got drug in or anything like that. That is completely the opposite of what NR Legend has been working on and been doing. So
that's funny, man.
Just so that if anybody out there, if you see any kind of comments like that, just put it to rest. That is a rumor that is fake news.
Fake
news.
Fake news.
Fake news. Absolutely, man.
Invest in yourself.
What's up? I gotta acknowledge.
Well, I want to make sure
I missed you guys as well. It's been probably about a month since we've been online, Chris. Maybe. I mean, it was November, I think, the last we went on. But I don't think we went on at all.
The funny part about it is we have probably talked and been around each other more in that month than we did when we were live.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I would say that because we've just been building in the background, man. Building in the background. It is, invest in yourself. Says Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to everyone out there. It's 2024. And you guys better buckle up because this is going to be a crazy year, especially if you live in the U.S. But, what happens in the U.S., so goes the rest of the world. So I would say that, or maybe it's what happens in the U.K. goes the rest of the world. But it's going to be a crazy year, guys. And we are going to be talking about it. So
yes.
All of it, man. Did you guys hear that story? It's so funny. There was some big riot or fight in Miami a couple of days ago, or whatever, at a Miami mall.
Giants.
Yeah. Now apparently there's 8-foot giants. The tall whites, whatever they call them. I guess
I saw them.
You saw? It's ridiculous, man. I mean, people are all over TikTok. They're just trying to get views, but it's fun.
Although now listen though, I don't necessarily whatever. You couldn't keep something like that quiet there, but I do have to say that the video footage of 300 cops showing up, it's like,
yeah. Well,
that's a lot, man.
That's a lot of cops, even if it's just for some teenagers fighting. So something's going on. I don't think it's obviously not. I don't believe it.
Or it might have been just overdone or something. I don't know. Maybe they were like, "Hey, this is getting out of hand. Do a citywide."
That reminds me of the movies when all the cops go to one location and they rob a bank across town.
Yeah.
Somebody, I saw a comment somewhere. They're like, I wonder what was going on the other side of town.
Right. Reminds me of.
But yeah, 7C says that I sound like I was on the moon. If I could go to the moon, I absolutely would, man.
I'd go with you.
We can't go to the moon.
7C's is back, man. It's good to have him back here.
Yeah.
So Biz Entertainment says, good evening, gentlemen. Happy New Year. I'm late starting from the top. Looking forward to hearing the new things you're all planned and communities for. Yeah. Well, the big thing, Biz, is my ROI store is up and running. We went over it in the beginning. Join our Discord. You'll see some stuff on the welcome page, all that. I think there's a whole statement. Yeah, I think there's a whole statement that I put out there as to what we're wanting to do for the ROI community and everything like that. And then there's a link to go to it's myroi.store. You go there, and there's a bundle of digital products that you sign up for, and you get them for free, and you keep them for free. And 7C's, I don't know if anybody bought his bag or something like that, but I think from what Nick said during the download that he was appreciative to, I think angel investors or something that came in and took care of that, but I have no idea. I don't know who bought what or who did what, but evidently somebody did. But Top Legend says, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. I think my glasses on so smarter tonight,
Well, I do know it is a big deal that you have your glasses on because of the fact that you look so much smarter.
Yeah, I gotta look smart sometimes.
Yeah, you look like way smarter.
So you had the grandkids.
I don't even recognize you. I'm just joking.
Right? Who is this person?
Yeah, who are you?
Sit on real quick. I'll show you me in a suit.
So you had the grandkids for a while, right?
Yeah. They came in town and they occupied a whole room. They had their own TV and surround sound game system back there. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was telling Chris before this, we had 4 Christmases.
Yeah.
3 birthdays and 4 wisdom teeth extracted all through the holidays.
Man,
it was a crazy, long, tiring marathon, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah, I have no complaints, man. We had a lot of fun.
I didn't talk to Chris. Usually Chris, I'll text Chris at least like once a day, every day. I think in this holiday season, I text Chris like 4 times, maybe the whole month of December. I think not much. It was just busy for me.
Yeah, I was like knee deep in getting those courses and bundles together for this stuff because we really set out a goal to do this starting tomorrow is when it's actually starting. So on the socials, there's going to be posts and stuff like that, and we're just going to go with it. So bottom line is, I mean, we got those courses out there. We're moving forward with it. If you want to be a part of it, it's free for you. Join up. If you don't want to be a part of it, we're still going to do it. So
right, still going to march forward anyhow, right?
Yeah,
march to the Dixie line, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to my daughter over the weekend, and she was going to be going to hopping around the planet here, doing some traveling, and she decided not to go. They had that she was going to be heading out to Japan and all that, and of course they had that earthquake and everything, right? So
yeah.
So but I remember we were having a pretty cool conversation just about, you know, my daughter's 23 years old, so I mean, you know, and she just kind of that's the baby actually now. Well, I've since then remarried, and I've got a stepdaughter. She's 8, and she's my baby now.
That's the baby. Yeah,
that's the baby. Yeah. But I would say that I remember I told her, I made a comment to her, and she's like, wait, okay, hold on, say that again. So she was talking about how life. I was just telling her how life. You know, we all know this, Chris, Terry, that life will pass you by. Life's always in motion, right? Yeah. So I made a comment to her. I said, you know, one of the things that you need, that I've learned to do in life is I never try to outrun life, because you can never outrun life, right? Because then you'll find yourself chasing the Joneses. So my whole purpose is just to keep up with life, you know, and the moment you stop, life will pass you by. So I was just trying to convey to her that, look, it's okay. You're not going to go to Japan or whatever. She's going to go to the Philippines and other places. It's just, you know, just cherish what you're going to do when you're here in the States, you know, like make the best of your time here now that you got some time to do some things. But that was going to be her big, you know, she was getting upset that she couldn't go, and kind of really, you know, I'm like, it's going to be okay. Right. I mean, obviously that's for a good reason, but just to have her, just to appreciate and just, I guess we just appreciate where she's at, and the fact that she had the ability to go. She saved every penny has a purpose. Every dollar has a name. She had other family members asking her, you know, and her, at least on her mom's side, you know, you need to ask your dad to pay for the trip and all these things. She's like, nope. So she was my baby until I get remarried. My children don't ever, I'm very blessed. They're not asking me they don't ever ask me for anything, you know, and I'm always, hey, if you need anything, and they're like, no, we got it, Dad, we got it. That just tells me that that all the crap that I've been throwing at the wall, the good and the bad, they took the good. You know, they really try to make their own way, which is why my daughter, it was kind of humbling to me, because then she's like, that's why I'm so upset, Dad, because I saved every penny for this. There's thousands of dollars to go here. Okay, this wasn't no Southwest flight to, you know, to LA to
Austin,
to Las Vegas, yeah, for $50, you know. But she's, you know, this was going to be about a month trip, you know, 3 different places, and but she was like, I saved every penny, you know, I sacrificed just to make this happen, and then it didn't happen. And I was like, well, you know how what I always say is, nothing ever goes as planned, so plan for everything, right? So point is, she's going to make the best of it, but she's going to make the best of it. She's going to do other things. But nonetheless, I was really happy and proud of the fact that she did it. She saved every dollar, every penny herself, and didn't. And I've got siblings that are my age, you know, or just a little bit younger than me, that can't even rub 2 nickels together, you know. And my children are doing better than they are, you know. It's not because of me. It has nothing to do with me. It's just they just, at some point in time, they just figured out, they seen all the mistakes I was making, and then they saw me making the right choices and the decisions, and I think they took some of those things. And guys, that's why we're here tonight. You know, we want to share those things with you, because I mean, as much as I talk about my dad and things he taught me, my dad was a military man. He taught me a lot of principles. But he's till to this day, he's still dumbfounded at the fact that I'm entrepreneurial, I have my own little business. And he's just like, where did that come from? I'm the only one in my family of all my uncles and my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family that actually started their own business, And so I don't know. I was born with it,
Yeah, this is the year, like I tell my wife, we're gonna start clocking memories, not clocking things,
Boom. There it is, man.
That's awesome.
There it is.
Like
That's
I'm
good.
the only person in my family that's an entrepreneur. I had an uncle. Well, my aunt, she's deceased, and her husband's deceased, but he was one of the other two that were entrepreneur. And one day I was visiting him out of state, and he'd never already talked to me because I'm one of the younger kids and all the clan of people in my family. And he pulled me in his house. He goes, Terry, let me talk to you. I said, what's going on? He goes, you're doing your thing, and I am proud of you. You got a lot going on, and what you've done, you made mistakes, you're still making it. I was like, he was the only person in my family when I was starting my own salon that had the faith that I was going to work besides my own immediate family, like my wife and my kids,
Really?
And it meant a lot because, when you put everything you believe in into a project, and you have nobody like your mom, your dad, and your brothers, and all those people, they just have no idea. They work for the man, I'm like, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. My dad would tell me, he goes, when you stop doing the side projects, you need to go find you.
When you grow up, get a real job, right?
Yeah, grow up, get a real job, right? Get the 401, you gotta get a pension and all these things. I'm like, what? I mean, the truth is, you're not gonna get that now, anyways. I mean, there's no businesses offering that, companies offering that, unless you work for the government or something. But
I've got a cousin who has like 2 gold records,
or you work for a different government in a different country.
Yeah, there you go.
The U.S. government gives them people good.
I know.
Invest in yourself. We are blessed to have you, man. Don't. It's not a one-way street, man. It's a blessing to have all of our friends out there watching and the ones that aren't watching and everything.
We all have special gifts to bring to the table. I just believe that,
A man's gifts will make room for him, and that's the way the universe works, guys. So recognize, identify your gift. And it's not just one gift. It's either going to be one. It's going to be, I truly believe that no man should be a master of one, you want a master of one thing. You need to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, because the world, especially just right now with social media and the way the world is now, with the global marketplace, it's so fluid. I mean, gone are the days where you can go get a job at 16 or 20, whatever, 18, and 14. Be there for 50. Yeah, be there for 15, 20 years and retire. So it's okay, guys. No matter, I don't care how old you are. No, it's okay to learn new things and try new things. Now, the older you get, you want to be more conservative, right?
Careful, more selective.
More careful. Yeah, because you don't have all the time in the world. I learned that I learned that quickly. You do not, guys. I remember in my 30s, I was just like, man, I got plenty of time. I got plenty of time now in my 40s going, man, I don't even remember my 30s. They were such a blur. I don't think I wasted time. I just didn't appreciate the time I had.
No, you're just nose of grindstone. You're just
that's what it was. That's true.
I did the same thing, and
yeah. I think everybody does that, right? In your 30s, you're like, man, you're shooting up, you're trying to get into orbit, right? And you're just trying to get up there, right? You want to get up there in low Earth orbit, as I like to say. Yeah, and be like, I made it. Yeah, put a flag on the moon. But when you find out you can't do that, no, but honestly, it's been crazy, man. Because now I'm thinking, I don't know, a few years from 50, right? And I'm like,
50, it changes.
I'm not asking what did I do with my life. I'm like, what else can I do with my life?
Where are you going?
That's the question I ask.
What's the next chapter, right? What's the next paragraph? And like for my business,
and I believe.
Go ahead. It's fine.
What's that? No, I was going to say I believe that crypto is my final frontier.
Yeah, me too. I believe my business, when I left where I was trained, became a hairdresser and owned my art. I owned my own place. And then the industry started noticing who I was. Not my customers, the industry, the brands. And I started working for brands, and I got to travel the country. I mean, I got to be in every magazine. I got to be on every stage with international icons. I was on a hand-picked team at one point with only like 8 hairdressers, picked by a global icon that was like one of the baddest hairdressers in the world. And it was just because right place, right time. I was honing my craft the whole time. Yeah.
How is business going for you? How about?
Oh yeah, it's going great, man. I'm growing. I'm amazed every time my books. I'm like, I got 5 new clients a week. I'm like, new clients are hard to find, and they're finding me. So because I'm not advertising, I'm not doing anything extra besides having reviews out there, and it's just it's nice. It's me and myself, my own salon. Like at one point, I used to have 2 salons and 35 employees. Never again. I'll never. At this age, the age I'm becoming, I make a great living working 4 days a week. It's just me and my clients, and we can talk about anything you want to talk about in the shop without worrying about everybody else getting, hurt because it wasn't what they believe. And so it's all more intimate and personal now because I'm old enough that I don't have to perform behind my chair anymore.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I had to fire my barber, man, and that was hard. I had to do it right before Christmas.
Did you really? Because that guy was like your man.
Yeah, man. If you guys remember my story, I was just like proud of this kid, man. He got his own shop and everything. And I think his head got way too big.
It does. At first, when you get your own place, it messes with you because like you're the man.
Yeah. So I just remember I've been with the guy.
That's why it's different then.
I've been with the guy.
I don't know why.
You saw? Oh yeah.
No.
It is, man. I found because it's your craft, right? I found a lady. She does great, right? But so what happened is a quick story. It's right around Christmas. I'm trying to get the cut before we start doing the rounds to the Christmas parties and everything. And I'm just super busy with my clients and everything, and there's a lot of work's piling up. My guys are on vacation and stuff, so I'm picking up a lot of their slack.
Which is the boss? You just come to sleep and eat bonbons, right?
Well, I push them so hard all year, and I kind of give them the end of the year but typically the end of the year isn't that tough for us, right? I mean, a lot of things are on autopilot. There's a lot of the networks that we manage are most of the personnel are on vacation anyways, right? So it's just a lot of maintenance. It's a good time to go in and do some overnight maintenance, and I would say it's just low hanging fruit stuff. It's nothing major, right? But that's what it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, it turned into major stuff. It is what it is. But I reach out to him. I said, and I go through his site. Now I used to be able to just text the guy, hey man, are you available this week? And now he shoots me to an app where I can pick a date. I'm like, okay, no worries. Hey man, I can appreciate you using the tech. I can appreciate you're at this level. I'll play the game, right? I'm no big deal. But I've been with him since he was, working for three other barbers, right? So, and I just remember watching him. I just remember watching this guy come up and getting super busy, and he does a great job. I mean, he's a damn good barber, so I will never take that from him. Nonetheless, so he is popular. But so I book with him, and it's like, hey man, it was kind of an off hour for me. I book it like a couple of days before, and then
he canceled it.
Thanks the morning of, I'm like, hey, I can't do it at this time. Can we do it later in the day? And he's like, no, I'm booked for the rest of the day. I'm like, hey, I was like, well, give me your next time, and I'll try to make it. So he gave me another couple, like the next day, the next week. And let's say I try to book with him on a Wednesday. I think he tried to book me on a Tuesday the following week. I'm like, we're coming up on the Christmas break here, right? So I'm like, that works. And then that day of, I'm like, hey man, there's no way I can make it. It's at noon. There's no way I can make noon, but I can do anytime after 5. And he's done that before where he's like, yeah man, just come on by. I'll take care of you. So he tells me, he goes, hey, look, I can do 1. I said, I can't do 1. I can't even do noon. What makes you think I can do 1? But if you can't do it, that's cool. I said, book me for after Christmas. I will be there. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry, man. Because I know how it is. You book. I mean, that's money, right? I mean, you're pushing one client away. You're pushing one client away to get the other guy, right? I mean, I understand that. I mean, so I know how it works.
It's so, actually, if you book somebody, they don't show up, you lose 2 clients. Because
of course.
Else,
yeah, of course. So, but here's the thing about me. So, and this is probably just me being selfish, right? But I'm like, He tells me, he's like, yeah, he goes, we can do that, no problem. And then he follows up with the text. He goes, but I'm still gonna have to charge you for you canceled on me twice. And I was like, well, I didn't cancel on you. I'm just trying to move the schedule up and then another couple of days. It's not like I said. It's not like I just didn't show. Right? I'm telling, and I've known this guy's been cutting my hair for 10 plus years. I've never ever canceled on the guy. All right, and that's one. And then he tells me that, I'm like, hey, no problem. He charges my card, no big deal. I'm cool with it. But I'm like, damn, this guy just lost. I mean, so okay, his haircuts are $45 or something like that.
50, yeah.
Yeah, say $45 base.
And
well, this is how I work. Anytime when I go to dinner, right, and I have my tip, whatever the value of my ticket is what the tip is. Start.
Yeah,
so if I'm spending $100 with the family, that's what the waiter's starting with. And they're either going to keep the 100, or they're going to get down to $5. It's how they operate. I'm looking for. I hate lazy, right? So this guy was making every 2 weeks 120, 150 bucks off, $150 off just for a haircut and a shave, right? I know I was overpaying, right? But I was like really happy to help him because I was helping him. I was contributing to his success. And if I was doing it, I was the assumption. So were others.
He lost $3,000 a year because
he lost $3,000 a year because he didn't want to wait for $45. Well, let's say granted it was $100 because me and another guy, but he lost 2 clients. But I'm like, man, I mean, to me that blew my mind because I've got clients that I'm still chasing invoices. Right. And I'm thinking, they're like, hey man, if I could, it's a slow month, can I just pay you next week? I'm like, look, just pay me when you can, because the way I look at it is, look at that. The way I see it is, if I can keep you as a client for 12 months, that's an old ass radio. It's like,
an old
does it work? It's got tubes in the back of it. Well, they all do, but no, that's cool, man. I'll show you something. I'll show you my toy. No, but anyway, so I just really upset me that the guy, did that. It's like, wow,
So like I learned a long time ago in my business. I worked at a really high-end salon where you may know a guy named Bobby Valentine.
Oh, the
manager of the Rangers.
Yeah.
And those people came in. The last person who caught the last no-hitter from Nolan Ryan, him and his family came in, and all the big car dealerships came in. So that's where I was trained to cut my teeth. And then through that process, they lost the identity of being customer service versus they were the show. Like we made top 200 fastest growing salons in America 3 times in a row, Dallas Magazine or D Magazine, best this, best that. And then the boss started just like, you tell the client what they want. So when I left there, I left that mentality, and my only job is customer service. I know I'm super talented. I can walk in any salon in America, and if I do me, nobody can touch me. Because what I do is what I do. Mm-hmm. But if I don't have a client in my chair, I'm a broke artist. So as a businessman, I have clients like I have clients just like you. And I'm like, dude, quit tipping me. You tip me too much. And then if you can't make it, I'll come in early. I'll come in late because clients like you made my chair busy because you were always there when I needed a client.
Yeah.
I'll go in my off day for certain people.
Yeah,
but
I've offered to, like, he did it once before where I went to I went to his house. He came to my house. And this is when he was getting started, but now the guy works 3 or 4 days a week, which I'm happy for him. So buddy, if you're listening, I'm happy for your success, but I can no longer take part in that because you've forgotten what made you successful is you making it happen for those that make it happen for you.
He made it work.
So yeah.
The biggest component I learned as a customer service provider was the C word, convenience. If I can't get you on a day, I will work my schedule. I will move things around. I'll stay late, come in early. But I work 4 days a week now. Only 4 days a week, but I have clients. I have one lady I go to her house once a month. Now she pays me quite a bit to go out there. Mm-hmm. Let's just say you watch that show Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she lives with that producer, bought 100 or 1,000 acres and built a ranch next to her house.
Oh,
so she's in the Cowgirl Hall of Fame, and so she has PSD, so she can't like drive in traffic. So she overpays me to go to her house and put color in her hair. but it's a convenience thing. I respect people because without my clients, no matter how good I am, I mean, no matter how good you guys at your job, if you don't service your clients, you're just going to be a starving artist in your industry. So, and it's not hard as a hairdresser or a barber to okay, dude. Like, especially like if you've been with the guy for a long time.
Yeah, it just blew my mind, man. Like he knew I was over tipping him. You know, I remember when I first tipped him, he was like,
I don't know.
Well, check this out. Check this out. So let me. The last thing about this is, so I immediately went to freaking the internet. I need a freaking haircut, man. I was looking like
barber's near me. And
yeah, pretty much. And I found this place which was right down from the office.
Convenient.
Yeah, right. Bam. I walked in and it was this lady, and my experience is that, you know, for a barber, I mean, I've had women cut my hair and men, but men, they just edge up better with a razor. They're a little bit more aggressive with a straight razor. Where women are real more, I don't know. It's just the way their approach was. This is my experience. Now, and that just could be, I didn't go to the right woman, whatever, but nonetheless, so I walk in and this lady, and she's just finishing up the chair, and she's like, you know, next, please. I'm like, I believe that's me. I sit down, and she's just chatting, okay, talking about what she's getting her kids for Christmas. And I'm like, man, this woman's talking. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm talking back and forth. And before I knew it, she was done. I was like, hey, that was good. And she edged me up and everything, and I felt great. You know, she edged my beard up, and and she was quick. The other guy loved to death, but an hour, easy, you know. And he was getting sloppy, you know. I'm like, man, I had to go home. And like, come on, brother, come on, I had to edge it up.
You missed it,
yeah. I let it go. I was like, you know, he'll get me next time. But so she did such a great job. So when I go to cash out, her it was like $40, right?
Yeah.
So I tipped her $40, and she goes, oh no, it's 40. I was like, no, the extra 40 is for you. She's like, oh my God. I was like, no, Merry Christmas. You know, and I'll see you after New Year.
You were a gift to her because she's
absolutely. She got emotional, you know, and it got me emotional. She's like, oh my God.
I mean, they work off their tips, man.
Yeah. And I was just like, but that's how I am. I mean, I feel blessed that I can even get a damn haircut, you know? I mean, because some people can't. Some people can't even buy food. And I'm looking for a haircut. Like that's my challenge for the day, right? Yeah. So, but it reminded me immediately, like how what you were saying, Terry, is with my clients, you know. So this is why as through Christmas, as we got closer to Christmas, my clients and you know, and my customers were calling on me, and I'm like, I have them because I always answered before. Yep. So I'm going to continue to do that. So I would, you know, it is what it is. I basically provided the same service that I was expecting from my barber that I fired. So it became like kind of an epiphany for me. Like, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
A reboot, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was a reset. And I was like, I don't want to be like that guy, you know, because that's the guy that's going to be like, dang, I don't know what happened. I literally, you know, I know what happened. I fired him, you know. I've even had to fire clients, you know, because, well, they you know, that's a whole different story. But point is that it was definitely it was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise, I believe. He doesn't need me. He's doing great. Is that my cue to stop? but my new barber, you know, my new stylist is not at the color. She's a stylist. I'm hoping I get 10 years, you know, working with her, you know, and blessing her, because she was great, man. She was very sweet, you know.
Yeah, I have clients that one client, he's a model in New York, and now he has his own jewelry line, and I've done his hair since Power Rangers. Like, you know, I mean, he's a little bitty, right?
Oh man. Speaking of Power Rangers, the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
He actually, unfortunately, I forget his name. Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I take a lot of my clients from kidhood to adulthood, and I get to go talk all the way through high school and girlfriends and sports. Now we're men talking as men, because I don't bend her backwards, but we make it work, you know?
Yeah. Of course. I'm not expecting her or him to, hey man, I was never expecting, let me bump this other client. And it was never for that. Right.
It was never oh, you know who I am? Get me in. No, that's
no. It was like, even if he had told me, hey man, honestly, I'm going out of the country. I can't get you in until January 20th. I would have been like, damn, okay, you know what? I'll see you the 20th. And if he had it not fell through, I would have made it worth his while.
Right.
I would have been like, bro, I feel horrible that I had to reschedule. And I reschedule on you twice. Right. Let me make it up to you because I know you missed out. I was gonna bless his ass. I'd probably give him $300 for that crap. But because he was petty, he lost out $3,000 a year.
I get it. And that's like when I owned 2 salons and I had one hairdresser, she had this lady. Her name is Miss Betty. That's how she booked. That's who she was. She'd come in, little old kind of rickety lady, and she'd get a shampoo and a blow dry every week. And this young girl who's like 19 or 20, just out of hair school, it's like, I hate doing her hair. I'm like, why? She goes, because she only pays $40. I said, okay. How many times she come in a month? She goes, twice a month. She make $80 a month. And the haircut you love doing when they come in every 4 months or every 3 months. So add up the whole year. What's Miss Betty paying you? She's your top paying customer. So won't you love a Miss Betty while she's here, Because people go, like older people go to the hair salon. That's sometimes their only social activity is getting taken to the hair salon.
Yeah, right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Speaking of old, didn't you say that I was going to be hitting the double nickel this year?
We both are, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I hit it before you do.
I can't drive 55.
The double nickel.
The double nickel.
Yeah.
55, huh?
We'll have to have a live celebration.
Joint birthday. Chris, you're 54 years old?
Yeah, 54.
Holy, I thought you were younger. I Terry, no, I thought Terry was in his 40s at least. All right, guys, I get it. I mean, there's hope for me then, I guess.
We're old folks. As a matter of fact, today I was reminded that we are old farts.
No, notice he didn't remember because you're old. You were reminded. That's how you know you're old.
I was like, hey, wait.
Had to revive you.
You're old, guy. I'm like,
he almost said Frank you on the phone.
Frank you?
Frank you.
That's funny. Do you guys know what this is right here? You guys ever seen this before? This isn't the
I
Oculus.
can't see it. This virtual reality glasses or something?
Oculus, is it?
It's like Ant-Man.
These are actually FPV first person view that flies this guy right here. This
your drone?
Oh no! Yeah, this is DJI Avata. This is.
I was never. Controller?
Is that
your controller too?
Yeah, the controller is actually a control like you would like an Xbox controller, but it also came with one that looks like a almost like, if you guys remember the Nintendo Wii, if you remember that or not, but I can show you.
I have one in my bedroom right now.
Yeah, it looks like this. This is the other control it comes with.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you can literally control this, and you got your pitch and your yaw and all that stuff. So you're really flying this thing. So I was never into drones because I just didn't get looking down at a control or looking up the of course first gen. You're looking at it and trying to guide it while you're looking at it at a distance, right?
Yeah,
there's no fun in that. Who wants to do that? And then the second gen was you're looking at your controller. It's got a probably a LED screen, and you're getting a first person view from it. You're seeing what the drone sees. That's cool, but you're looking down, and it's cool. I mean, nothing. I mean, it was still effective. I think it was still popular. But then then that community created their own first person, or what they call FPV, where they started using goggles, right? Oh wow! And I'm gonna tell you. This is kind of the DJI. This is at their entry level. Man, you'd say when you for those of you that have flown drones, when you fly these things, it's crazy because this thing goes super. Well, it was fast for me, anyways. But now all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know, 1,500 feet in the air.
You in the air with it?
Is that
like virtual reality, like video game virtual reality kind of?
Oh no, I'm actually seeing real time 4K.
At the altitude of the drone?
Yeah, at the altitude of the drone, going the speed of it. Wow. So now all of it feels like an outer body of experience, especially when you're flying it around and you circle around and you look down because you can control the camera.
You see yourself?
You can see yourself. It's complete out of body experience. But I'll tell you this. Man, the world is an amazing the earth. Just being able to get up that high. I've had birds come fly by me,
Is the earth still flat?
Well, I'm not high enough to determine, but it looks flat from there, actually.
Sure? Have you broke the atmosphere? The outer...
I actually went, I mean, this one only goes up about 1,500 feet, right? Which that's the max altitude. They've got some that go 2 miles, 3 miles. I'll probably get one of those next. But I was actually able to get we had some low clouds, up here in my area. I was able to get past the clouds. That was cool. But
wow, yeah,
it was cool, man. It was cool.
You go 2 miles in the air, won't you be in the flight pattern of some of the airplanes in your area?
Yeah, it depends. Now with this particular the new upgrades or the new updates they have with these things, you have to tether it to your phone and you have to download an app, which is using your GPS. So it knows where you're at and it tells you immediately if there's some sort of flight restriction, altitude restriction. So fortunately where I'm at, I have no restrictions. Wow. So I can go 2 miles out, 2 miles up. I can go as high as I want, really. But there are some places where I work and some areas that I go where I can't even, it won't even let me go up 50 feet. I try to launch it. I get this in the goggles. It just shows this big red, you're it's you can only go up 100 foot or like something like that.
Now, the flight deck, is that what?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't want to take down no plane, so I mean, I'm more than happy to follow the rules. You know what I mean?
I can see Chris using that in his deer stand, trying to find a deer, and then get ready for him.
They make too much noise, man.
I thought they were quiet.
What's quiet. That? This one's not quiet. No, this one's loud, but it's because of the propellers are small and it's got the propeller guard. This one's really loud, but this one's made to really be. I mean, you're literally flying through. It's cool because over here where I bought my house, just on the other side of my neighborhood, it's, I don't know, 100 acres or something, just trees and ponds and and I'm flying through trees and I mean it's crazy how far I can go out. It's super fast, but I can hear it. I can actually hear it. Audibly.
And you see Gatorfi's comment here? He said in the Florida Keys, I couldn't get off the ground. What is that?
You said.
Yeah, because there's probably like in Galveston, where I'm at, it's probably about 50, 60 miles from me, maybe 70 miles from me. I can't, it's a restricted airspace. I can't even get off the ground. It'll tell you can't get off. Now, if you have an older drone, you're going to get off the ground, right? It's the newer ones that are using the GPS. It's called
government shuts them down.
Yeah, you have to actually register them. You get registered them with the SSA or FFA, I forget what it is. But you get it. I had to put a sticker on there with my serial number. But in the UK, you can't even go up 200 feet. I mean, they're pissed because in the US we can go freaking through the clouds, and they're like, man, we can't even go 500 feet, man. I can't imagine. That's what I love about being in the US. Is like. Because there are places in the U.S. you can't even go 100 feet or 50 feet.
Right.
But I just love Texas is so vast. I mean, I can go. Granted, when I'm in Texas, I'm not seeing I mean, I don't know if you guys ever just Google drone footage. And they're off some sort of coast or something. I mean, they're off off a bank of an ocean. Yeah.
Ancient
Damn,
stuff, yeah.
Dude, it's beautiful, man. It's just crazy how
you need to get some footage and let us bring it on our live.
I will. I mean, I can show you my neighborhood. That's not when I'm going to go. There's actually a couple of national parks right here around me where I'm at. I'm going to go and fly them out there. I'm going to get some footage of me and a couple of our my buddies on some motorcycles, and you're going to get us riding hopefully through some of the twisties and the turns. I mean, we don't have many twisties out here, but but yeah, I got this for Christmas, so I'm still learning to fly it. It's fun. This is a lot of fun. But
so it may 2 miles up. How far can it go away from you till you?
So this one specifically can go. This one, I mean, it all depends on the unit. This one specifically, I can go 1,500 feet up and about 1,500 feet out.
Will it
about a quarter of a mile up, quarter of a mile, away from me.
Will it notify you you're about to lose
control? Yeah. I'm telling you, the HUD that you're looking at, it's showing you feel like you're in some sort of like in a cockpit or something. I mean, you're seeing all kinds of your altitude, your height, and you're seeing your GPS location. You're seeing it's showing
like
you
Iron Man's mask, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm telling you, man, you really feel like you're flying. Now, there's one called this is the DJI. There's a bunch of different brands out there, but my wife got me this for Christmas. I wanted a drone, but there's another one called the DJI Pro Mini. That one goes 3 miles out, 3 miles up, I believe. I'm gonna get that one. That one looks freaking
Gatorfi says that where he lives in Florida, the law says he can't be over 300 feet and the drone has to be in line of sight.
Yeah.
What part are you in, Gatorfi? Are you?
Well, he said the Keys just a minute ago.
Yeah, the Keys. Because of the planes, guys. Because of the planes, it's touristy. There's probably choppers all around them. People doing all sort of like, wherever there's helicopters, especially on the outskirts of Houston. I would say more towards the city. Most of the restrictions that I have are because of the helicopters. because you don't want that thing going through some hitting some propeller on the chopper. But
he says he's outside of Jacksonville.
Yeah, I don't have those restrictions over here. I mean, now there are some places where I live specifically.
There wouldn't be that many restrictions when it's in Florida, especially Jacksonville. There, you get some really nice pictures of the coast and all that kind of stuff. You think there'd be
yeah, man. So I would say this is not financial advice. This isn't FPV advice. But hey, man, well, I guess, hey, Gator, is it actually limiting you? I don't know which drone you have, but does it prevent you from launching, or is it just or can you override it? Because I have the ability to say I override it. Now I can override it, and it'll say good luck, right? I'll say, hey man, you're on your own, good luck.
Yeah,
but there are some. I do have the option to override it, and there is an app that says before you fly, and it's called the LACC. I don't know what it's called. Some app I had to download. Where if I'm gonna fly. Right. If I want to fly, basically I have to go to the site. It tells me immediately whatever restrictions are, my altitude, distance, and if I can fly or not. And sometimes it'll tell you, okay, this is restricted, but all you need to do is you need to apply for flying. So you can say, hey, I want to fly today, and you just say I'm flying for recreational. Right. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing commercial. I'm not doing it for a business or anything. And it's just simple. You just submit, apply. And within seconds you get a reply back. Good luck. You can fly, but you can only go. I have no restrictions where I'm at, so at least where I've flown before. So, but I'll tell you, it's different. It's different from being in a plane. And I've flown planes. I've been in the cockpit. It's different. It really is, because you're going.
I imagine having those goggles on and stuff like that. You'd be.
It's cool, man. It's cool. And then, okay, going up is great.
Then wouldn't you feel like, I mean, I would almost feel like, okay, I might lose my balance because I'd be thinking if I was coming down too quick or something like that, I'd be like, I'm falling,
I did kind of lose my balance a little bit. I'll tell you what I did was it also has return to home feature. So when it's running out of batteries, right? Mm-hmm. It'll immediately, you can put it in, you can say, it knows where its home is, right? Where it takes off. And it'll automatically kick in. If it determines how it uses the math and the algorithm and this, and it says, okay, it took 10 minutes to get out there. It's going to take 10 minutes to get back. You ain't got 10 minutes of battery. So it'll say, hey, we're returning home. It'll literally just turn around and start heading back. Now, okay. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Let me try it out. As it's coming back to me, I can see it approaching where I was at. And then it starts descending. And I'm like, that's freaking cool, man. It's getting closer. And then it decides to go right on top of me. Right. And I'm like, what am I doing? I look up like as if it's going to, like I can see it. No, because I'm looking straight, right? It doesn't look down, and it just comes right down like it's going to land on me. And I'm like, oh, you literally feel the wind from the propellers. And I freaking fell on my ass and everything.
You're virtually what you are a new age digital falconeer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Right. Seen through the eyes of the falcon, right?
The eyes of the falcon.
You know what I'm talking about, right? They fly off to arm the falcons and they kill the prey.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I like to I like to consider myself the Beast Master. You remember that? Remember that guy? Dude, I'd love that, man. Here, I got a video I'll play. Let me see if I can play this one real quick.
There's supposed to be certain deliveries this year in my area for drones for groceries and stuff.
Well, Gatorfly says that he's near NAS Jacksonville.
That's probably why then. NASA, yeah.
300.
Yeah. Oh, you have the DJ Mini 2? Oh, maybe you have the Mini 2? Yeah, so there should.
That's the Naval Air Station where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
of course.
I bet like laptops and computers. They're gonna come out
don't do anything I wouldn't do, bro. What's that?
I said I bet these start coming out now because they're more popular. Like computers, they launched the computer and started out of date. Like they are popular. They're very popular now. I mean, in fact, whenever she ordered it, I immediately went to the internet. She told me, it wasn't going to be a surprise. I guess I told her what I wanted, right? Yep. And I already knew that I was going to need more battery. So this one only gives me about 13 to 12 minute flight time. Okay.
You have sport mode and you have manual mode, which is I don't recommend unless you know how to do that. And then you have I guess sport mode, manual mode, then normal mode. So if you're in sport mode, you fly a little bit faster. So I've been flying in normal and sport, and so I ordered batteries. Batteries ain't cheap. So, but anyways, the point I'm making is when I went online to get the accessories for it, I mean, of course, because it being Christmas, it was just like nothing was available, right? Yeah. My stuff's now starting to come in. But I loved it, man. I fly with I fly with this, and then I actually have the controller, which I prefer. I get more control out of it.
These comments.
I had a few drones. You cannot connect your drone to a computer and using software. It is, and you can.
It's like having a VPN for your drone, right?
Of course, 7Cs. I'll be messaging you, bro. I mean,
it's like having a VPN for your drone, then, right?
Basically. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think I was on because I was online trying to figure out how to do that, but he probably knows how to do it. You shouldn't have said that, bro, because I'm gonna hit you up. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna fly anywhere and do what I want, but I don't want to do this one. I mean, I'm not gonna fly around airports, obviously, but I think you can't. I think there are some restrictions around national parks for whatever reason. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Google it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it for sure. But during New Year's,
my phone turned off. I said Google.
No, during New Year's Eve, I actually took it up. Right when when people started popping fireworks, they're not supposed to pop them in my neighborhood, and they did. So I was like, oh shit, let me get my drone. And so I took my drone up, man, and I was going through them. They're popping cherry bombs in the air. I was like, this is bad. I was going through them, and it was making the drone shake a little bit. I was like, man, I'm going through war. It's crazy. The missiles flying in the air. The whole time I wasn't recording. I was like, son of a. So I brought it back, and I'm like, I had some neighbors popping again. It wasn't as extravagant. It's probably leftovers. But I was able to capture some footage from that point.
Does it record to the drone or back to like a hard drive?
It does both. There's a SIM card on the drone, or not a SIM card, an SD card, and to the goggles. So it records both, which is cool. At the same time.
If for some reason you lost the drone into the water because whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the difference is the recording on the headset is going to have the HUD on it. It's going to have all the data, right? Where the drone is just going to be straight footage.
Visual. Yeah. Straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it was cool though, man. I really liked.
Oh, let me get the 7C's comment. I have a few drones, and you can connect your drone to a computer using software. It is called DJI Safety Unlock. You can change the drone's GPS coordinates and let you fly away any way you want.
Yeah, just like a VPN for your computer we talked about.
And Gatorfi says, I've had run-ins with large birds. I didn't even think about that, man.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had a bird hit my drone the other day. I was like, you know what? I'm going to, I've been so busy. I'm like, I got like 10 minutes, and that's like, okay, let me go ahead and just get it out and just to practice with it. I take it up straight up from my backyard. It's I'm probably up 500 feet. And all of a sudden, and remember, I'm looking through my goggles. I'm just watching the neighborhood, and it's just getting smaller and smaller. Houses looking small. I was like, this is so awesome. I can see the sun and the moon over here. I'll explain that later, but it was cool, man. It was cool. And all of a sudden, it just starts, the footage just starts like, I'm spinning. I'm like, what the hell's, I'm like getting dizzy. I'm like, oh crap, I'm freaking falling. And I hear it, pop, it hits a puddle, right? Or like some mud patch, in my neighborhood. They're still building in my neighborhood. So it hit like an area where there was still, they had just laid down dirt, I guess, or framed the area before they laid down the slab. Thank God it didn't hit a house. And what happened is one of the propellers popped off, and I'm like, how the hell did that happen? Well, I was flying it during Christmas at my wife's aunt's house, and I was going through trees and crap, and there were some birds. I was trying to chase some birds, and I ended up, I think they were too close to the bird, so I brought it back down, and then my brother-in-law was doing the same thing, and so I brought it back down. Let me just stay around the tree area where the trees are at, and I went straight into a tree, like through the branches. Did a shish kebab, and I think that's what fractured the propeller. Didn't even think to check it. But yeah, I'll tell you this: inspect what you expect. That's a principle of life, guys. Before you take this thing up in the air, inspect it. They actually tell you to do that thing. Check the propellers, check the battery, make sure everything's fastened, because you don't want it going down, malfunctioning in the air, because it could have landed on the house or something, or I could have lost it. But
so if you land on a house, does the unit like give you GPS coordinates so you can find it?
It does. Yeah, it actually. Yeah, it's got some pretty smart tech, man. It'll tell you.
I'm not a techie person, so I'm just curious.
It will. This particular model will. It'll tell me where I lost it. So it all gets recorded, so I can go look for it. It's pretty cool.
Gary, you and I would end up running into a wall or something like that.
He goes knocks on his neighbor's door. Hey, Steve, my drone's your cool. Can I come get it?
Running into the wall. No, Chris. Chris used to fly jets, man. F-14s. I don't want to hear that crap, man. He acting like he don't. I couldn't fly nothing, man.
Yeah. I'm not disclosing any of that information to anybody.
He's like, yeah, upload me some
I heard
chapters.
he's a crop duster.
I'm not. Jocko says he sent me the large bird thing. He said you sent a link for drone footage of Siesta Keys.
Oh, I did? Cool. I'm trying to convert my footage so I can play it here.
Whenever I was going through my rehab for my rotator cuff surgery, in the therapy place, they always played the drone tours of the world. It's amazing to watch.
It is, man. It is cool stuff. I don't have the time nor the. If I had the time, I'd love to go around the world, man, and just get some great footage with these drones. You know, I would have.
It'd be really
drones.
cool if they could.
This is an entry level
Apache helicopter where your eyes go, the drone goes. That way you can just take on your bike. It can follow you like.
Well, that's just it. Chris doesn't have footage of drones. He's got footage of him in a freaking Apache helicopter, you know, taking out, terrorists and stuff. You know, I mean, he's like, yeah, you fly drones on, for fun. I fly it
the space shuttle
for a living, you know.
Oh,
he's like, no comment. Let's see if this plays.
Yeah, we're not.
All I fly is my freak flag once in a while. I'm not that special.
You're what?
So all I fly is my freak flag once in a while. I'm not that very special. Or if you're Kid Rock, you fly that flag once in a while. But that's not to the audience. I'm just saying.
Jocko, you be careful what you're talking about there, buddy. You're like Tom Cruise's dad.
That's funny, man. Flying F-14.
Well, that dude, as weird as he is, he does so much cool stuff as an actor that normal civilians can't do.
Yeah,
like he came down here, and went to Lockheed. He took off one of those planes.
Really?
Yeah. He got to fly right out of Lockheed, one of those big planes, man.
Damn, dude.
I call them plane, but they're fighter jets, whatever. But
yeah,
no matter how qualified you want to be as a civilian, you're not getting access to go into Lockheed and jump in a jet and. Chris, but Tom has done,
F-14 Tomcats. No, I didn't. I never flew in or around an F-14 Tomcat. I am not Navy.
Not Navy. You're Army, right? Oh, Air Force.
He's Air Force. Yeah.
Well, Terry had to go.
That's right. Well, I mean, every now and then.
Sorry, I was Army. Sorry.
Well, Terry had to go again.
He's like, you're Air National Guard, right?
Would call Chris Cruz his people and tell them where to drop the bombs. I was a Army Ranger for Smidge. So.
Oh, there you go.
Working on it. I was working on it. Yeah. Things
for
happen.
Smidge.
Whatever.
You got the need for speed, Jocko.
Yeah.
Gator Fry, man, he seems like he's a pretty big.
He's a big drone guy.
Drone guy. I mean, that's good to know. Maybe Kryptonian, you hook up with him, man.
Oh yeah, I actually bought. Yeah, whenever I bought my drone, it's called the Fly More or something. I don't know. It was an insurance they offered, and I'm like, why would I need insurance? I'm like, wait a minute, this thing's gonna be in the air. So it's cool. If you lose the drone or if it gets damaged, you'll actually pay for the replacement of the drone at a very cheap price, kind of like the phone insurance that you get.
Yep, like when the drone comes down, the car runs it over. Yeah,
if you lose it or if it malfunctions, or you can send if you can send the drone back to them, you'll pay a few $100 and they'll send you a brand new one. Or if you don't have the drone at all, you'll pay a few $100 more and you'll get a new one. So it's cool because I guess they offer that because you will lose it. It's not if, it's when it falls from the sky, and mine has already done that.
Well, as my brother said, it's not if you lay your bike down, it's when you lay your bike down.
Oh yeah, I've laid my bike down, and that wasn't fun.
I've never laid my bike down, and I sold it, and I don't plan on buying another one. So I'm a rare biker who never laid a bike down.
I've laid my Ducati down twice, and I'll never forgive myself for that because I just got it out of the shop and I laid it out. I laid it down probably the same day.
Dude, I have you all beat on laying down a bike.
And you're still walking, so we're all good.
I laid down my bike on. You ready? Coming up to a stop, and I stopped on a smashed turtle shell, and the front tire slid out from underneath, and I fell. I was like, "What the?" Out of nowhere, dude! I stopped. The front tire,
freaking monster,
on the shell, and I'm like sitting there, and before I put my feet down, I'm like, "What the heck?" The shell just slid across, and the tire went out. And I'm like, I mean, I didn't bring
yeah, you got me beat on that one, dude.
Yeah, it's like, I hope nobody saw that. It's some dude, and I'm like lean over and I look up, I'm like, what the hell happened? And I look over and I see the turtle shell, and some guy comes driving by. And he's like, "Are you all right, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, damn, I thought nobody saw that. I'm picking it up. I kicked the turtle shell out of the way, and I pick it up. And I'm like,
oh man,
God, you fell over from a turtle shell.
The turtle shell only worked in Mario.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what happened to me. The first time I laid it down, I was pulling into an apartment complex. I was going to see my sister or something. And I pulled into this gate, and there was a lady that pulled in. I didn't realize this. Two things. She was pregnant, all right, and like about to pop. And she was working for kind of like Uber Eats in a sense, but for grocery stores, kind of like that where they deliver groceries. She wasn't supposed to be doing that. That's an important note. On her personal, on what their normal, she's supposed to have commercial business, commercial auto insurance. She didn't. Anyways, she's in front of me. She pulls up to the gate. I'm like, all right, lady, just, hit the code. I'm sitting there. I probably got 1,000 miles on my bike, Ooh, I hadn't even taken in for my freaking, the break-in period. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm going to show my sister my bike. I love this Ducati. I pull up right behind her, and there's probably about a good car's length between us, Oh yeah. I mean, it's like buying a little car, right? And I remember she pulled up to the gate, put the code in, didn't work, and then she starts backing up. And I'm like, honk. I'm like trying to honk at her, like, what the hell? I'm honking. Of course, she ain't hearing my horn. She backs in me, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, I jump off the bike because she doesn't stop. She just keeps going. So I jump off the bike. She continuously backs up over my bike until it's halfway under her car. And I'm like, what the freak? And she finally looks over. And she's like, oh my God. And she gets out of her car and she's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, I don't give up. No, I didn't say that. I was like, look, you ran over my bike. And this guy from across the street that was actually pulling in, or he was down the street pulling in, he was going to come in right after me. He saw the whole thing. He's like, bro, I'm so sorry, man. And he helps me get the bike. Oh, and she takes the bike with it and just scrapes it even more. I'm just like, my God. So anyways, record comes, takes it. I get her insurance, and it's like Progressive, and they're like, oh, look, we can't cover it because she was working while driving, and we don't cover that. So she got her a part-time job, right? And operating her vehicle as if it were she was at a business. It didn't cover it. So I had uninsured motorist, so it covered it. But I was pissed, man. So it's in the shop for 6 months because they have to get parts from Italy and a bunch of crap. She truly jacked up my bike. I finally get the bike back. I'm like, yes, I'll go and ride with my buddy. All right. He just got him a Harley. So we're going to go to a bike show here in Houston somewhere. And he's new to riding. And so I'm following him. And I'm like, hey, all right, man, look, we're going to go to the bike show. Look, don't park we're in the Heights area in Houston. Like, there's a lot of gravel out here. Don't park in gravel, man. Don't park in these parking lots. And he ends up going to a parking lot with a bunch of gravel. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And so I'm following him, and I'm used to it. I mean, I'm very careful. He stops, and I stop right behind him, and then he starts to lose his footing. It freaks me the hell out. So I'm like, for whatever reason, I grabbed my throttle, and my back tire just came out from behind me, and it said, "Wing!" And the bike just went up. I dumped off, and it just laid itself down. Boom! I just got out of the shop, dude. That was my fault. That was completely my fault.
All right, we got a little bit of business.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Derek McMasters, are you still watching? You signed up, but you paid.
Oh no.
Yeah, he paid. I don't know if that was by mistake or if you were wanting to do something, but I'm going to refund that back to you because we're not taking from between now and March 1st. We're not taking any money, so don't try to pay for anything. Use that discount code member, and everything that we have on there it's for free. So do the bundle and everything like that. So you should be getting the total amount back to you. So just so that you know.
How long does it take?
Yeah, Derek. Yeah, Was that, I saw that you had signed up twice. Did you make a mistake on one of them or something like that? Either way, whichever one, do you want me to take one of those emails off of there, or is you want one in particular? Because, or you can just send me a note in Discord, but I did refund the second one back. So you should, I don't know how long it takes, but it should be on its way. So,
hey Chris.
Yeah, buddy.
When somebody signs up and does that, how long until they have access to the actual material? Is it immediate?
Well, no. I mean, it's going to be probably a minute. It takes it. What happens is they get logged in. They click the link. They get the email. The email seems like it's taken about 30 seconds.
Okay.
And it's most likely going to go to their spam. So they got to check their spam. But once they click on the link, they got to create a password, and then they're in. So it just depends on if they have password problems, like if it's like not good enough. You know how that stuff is now.
Yeah, it's not secure enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put. So they got a good password. I mean, it's on them. Then I will tell you 90% that 99% it'll go to your spam. So
check your spam.
And you'll have 5 emails because it's 5 bundles, and all 5 of those will be their own separate acknowledgement that you've gotten access to it.
So you have to set 5 passwords in, or just 1 password?
No, just 1 password. But okay. You'll see 5 emails, and you'll be like, "What? Why are they spamming me?" We're not spamming you. We're just showing you that you have each one of the bundles gives you a notification, and then in the future, you should get a notification from when I add a module to that course. You should get a notification that says, "Congratulations, you've been added. Such and such has been added to your bundle," or whatever. So
cool. So updates will be notified as you do it then. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there you didn't hit the plot. Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's good. That's cool. All right. Well, yeah. Hopefully it gets back to you right away, because when we were talking, I got the notification. I was like, "Well, what happened?" And I went and researched it, and I just immediately did a refund. So hopefully it's quick and you're good. But if people forget that, it's easy to refund it. No big deal. But try to remember the code and all that. So, because we are not taking a dime from anybody, people in our community, outside of our community, until after March 1st, the Ides of March.
So after then Derek, if someone joins and buys, he gets part of the proceeds, correct?
Right. Derek would have got $100 out of what Derek paid for.
Right. So there you go.
But there's a little bit of work with that, because of the fact that Derek will need to go get an affiliate link in our system. So if he has an affiliate link and someone uses his affiliate link, it's an automatic thing. Derek will get paid. So, but I think we lost Terry. He's making a goofy face. Can you still hear me, Krypton? No.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You don't hear me? Oh,
I hear you. Man, you don't hear me?
I was about to start talking crap.
You're like, you're crazy.
Yeah, I don't have Terry. He's
he's sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you caught that. Yeah, he's like sitting there talking to himself. He probably lost his internet connection or something.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Yeah, but that's the cool part about it and that's another thing too, is like we're in Discord. So if I wouldn't have caught it, then Derek could have sent me a message and I could be, I could just go in and fix it.
Yeah, that's cool that you caught it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but I don't know what the process is on because it went through PayPal. So I don't know what the process is on going back to him. Hopefully it's like immediate. But so that's cool.
This was through PayPal. It should be immediate.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, and honestly, I want to try to get everybody. Terry's like, I didn't touch anything. It's like internet, man. I don't know, buddy. But hopefully people get that. I mean, it's the only way to put it on there, because you can't give them. You can't give people. I can't just go add people to the bundle, but I can add them to the course. So they'll get access. They'll get 28 emails.
Goodness.
And they got access to the course. So it's like, man, I don't want to do that. Just go in there and put a discount code in there and you get them all at once. Yeah. Oh, Derek says he already got the refund. Cool.
That's fast. Awesome. Good stuff.
Well, PayPal.
Cool.
I mean, that's what it was. I mean, it's a legitimate mistake you made. It's not like, you know.
It was weird. It kicked me off and now I'm back on. That's weird.
Yeah. You can't hear Kryptonian, right?
No, I didn't know yet.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, he's like just sitting there. He can't.
He's in timeout.
He can't hear me at all. He's.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear Kryptonian.
He doesn't like to hear truth.
I can't hear Kryptonian.
Yeah, because he's open-minded, Chris.
I don't recognize.
We're just messing with you, man.
Yeah. I don't recognize it.
You just don't. Well, there's a difference. I can't hear, and there is I don't want to listen, and he doesn't want to listen. That's what it is.
Did you guys notice my flames moving around in the background now?
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Left you had gas.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you made that? No.
You made.
There you go. So, okay, Jocko. All right, buddy. You take care. And
yeah, Jocko.
I'll just talk to you. That's cool. That's cool. I'll talk to you. Yeah. That guy's out there in the pools and stuff like that all the time.
That's gotta be exhausting this time of year.
Well, I mean, this time of year might be okay, but I know when I was talking to him in like the summertime, working around pools and everything like that, it's like you get hotter.
Yeah,
and he doesn't like get in the pools or anything like that. So it's like, it's out of respect and everything. So dude, he'd fire me because I'd be like, dude, I'm too hot. I'm jumping in.
I had to have a guy come out and fix my pool while it was full.
I actually have to I have to wear a bikini when I'm out here. I'm sorry, sir.
A banana hammock.
I'm sorry, was that Terry?
Don't say you in a bikini ever again, man. Just don't. My eyes I think they're burning now. Oh my God, Kryptonian bikini.
But like, look, we can do this pool cleaning for. We can repair your pool for $18,000. I know that's quite a bit much, but it's a lot. However, we have a friends and family discount. If you allow me to wear a thong, I'll do it for $150, and I get to get in your pool. I mean, this run all year, man. Nah, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that.
That's a family discount. Why you got?
My wife wants a pool, and I'm like, why?
So, who do we?
It's not a kind of perverty, a family and friends discount if you let me wear a bikini, huh?
That's creepy as hell, man.
I couldn't. I love to swim though. I haven't been able to swim in probably.
Do what, buddy?
Oh, here we go. So, are you guys swapping Vitru?
So long, got quiet.
Swapping Vitru. What's your strategy? I do not have a strategy right now, but I do think that I am going to swap the least amount as possible. So, my vision for Vitruvio is to let it ride. I'm going to come back to it in a couple of years or something like that. See how it goes. I got no interest in pulling anything out, doing anything different. I resigned to that 6 months ago that I was just going to leave Vitruvio, in my wallet and let it go.
Yep.
So I'll have to look at it a little bit more just to make sure. But I think I'm going to swap the least amount as possible. I think I'm just going to, I think you have to anyway. It's going to be 50-50, right? So I have to do something, but I think I don't think I'm going to do 50-50, but I think I'll talk to a few of the people in the community, talk to Nick, see how he's doing. So see what his deal is. I haven't talked much with Vitruvio or whatever. I did get the opportunity to check out the download on Friday, but that it got kind of interrupted because then I saw the comments about NR and NR did not even remotely. I don't know how that rumor started or anything like that, but NR did not buy
DPs. I mean, Ron Legend.
Yeah, his stuff. Yeah, so that's not NR didn't have anything to do with that, wouldn't have anything to do with that, and would not be a part of it. So, but we'll probably be live with him sometime this week, and he can do it. He's been out of the loop on all kinds of stuff, traveling and everything. He just got back in the country. He was out of the country.
Yep.
So, but he didn't. It can be zero swap your choice. Yeah, it's probably going to be. I'll have to look at it and make sure. But my first inclination is that I'm not going to swap anything, and it's going to be. I look at Vitruvio as a very, very long-term investment, and I'll revisit it later on. We'll see what happens. I mean, I haven't even been focusing on it. I'm not sure. From what I understand, they're supposed to be launching towards the end of January, right? So
I haven't watched anything. I've been just circle my wagons, get my house in order, so I can get this new year on its way. And that's not the main priority of my focus right now. Is that?
Well, one of the things they do, and they're spending a lot of money. They are spending a lot of money. So, and I did, and
what's
that download Nick said
that
they were going to be spending.
Now?
Well, they spent $100,000 like in the last couple of days or something.
I haven't watched anything. I haven't even clicked on a thumbnail that pops up. It's been trying to.
Yeah, it was like 250,000, and now it's like 150. So
that's 300.
Nick said that they had to pay some bills and stuff like that. But my thing was like, I can't really give a good assessment of it because I haven't been following much other than passing by and saying hi and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, they you know what, when they start putting things out, I guess it'll be clear. But as it is right now, man, they're just spending a lot of money. That's all I see is a lot of money. But I guess if you don't know all of it and you haven't been keeping up with it, there might be some things out there that the community can educate me on, stuff like that. But bottom line is I'll be swapping the least amount as possible. That's what I think, unless somebody comes to me and tells me something different. So, but you guys are going to have to too.
Yep. I got to figure it out. I really haven't been in spot, to be honest with you, because
all I really have is the node, really. So I got to swap with that. What I got to do with that? Be a validator?
Well, we should check it out and everything like that. Well, as I was saying, is that we probably should get some engagement with the community, as to what the pros and cons are and everything like that. Maybe do a live and have different points of view out, and
that'd be good. I mean, I don't have as many as you have, Chris, but I have quite a bit, and
I haven't even been following this at all. I've been so out of it for a bit. So
someone asked me if they told me they'd sell me their node for $5,000 and I passed. So I don't know. 7 Seed says what are nodes going for? So there's five. Someone just offered $5,000 and I didn't take it, but.
The last time I was super serious about it, like following it, was when I was in Florida in July, Chris, when we were doing the stuff we were doing. I was on vacation talking to you.
Yeah.
I just started focusing on other things I had to get right in my business life to make the steps I was making.
Yeah. I think we all went that direction because I was pretty much heavily into it. And then I had to tell Nick, I said, look, I got Omni Elite's going to be doing things with that. And then I have plans after Omni Elites. And that's when my ROI store. When did we get the website for that? It was like in August, somewhere around there, for my ROI store. And we've been building it in the background between Omni Elites and other stuff and brick and mortar business and everything. So this has been in the works. And I would say for the next 6 months, we'll be adding, that's why it's important that we get the word out between now and March 1st, because of the fact that those 5 bundles are going to be free for whoever joins between now and March 1st.
What will it be when March 1st expires? What would
it's $200 for all those. So, and you can buy those individually, but then really, honestly, you're just going to spend a fortune. But you should just get the whole bundle. But it's going to be $200 at this time.
Right.
Those 5 bundles we will be adding. I would say, and I'm not going to make a guarantee or anything, just off the top of my head, I would say we're going to add another it will probably double the courses that are in there.
Will that double the price of the programs, you think?
Probably, yeah, down the road. There's going to be more technical stuff in there, but it'll still be free to those people that got it
at the beginning. In the beginning, yes.
Well, yeah. So you were in here between now and March. You get in here and you get that, and then by September we may have doubled it. Well, you never paid for any of that stuff, but the rest of the community, rest of the average everyday people are going to be paying for it, not you.
Yep. And then if you get busy and you use the code, you can get part of all the benefits, right?
Yeah, these are the OG ones. You literally only have to click a few buttons and you got it. And if you do something with it later on, or if you just be part of the community at the beginning, because later on it'll be stuff that we're selling.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. Get in early.
Yeah, and I mean this is only because of the fact that there's a community out there that we're attached to. These are our friends.
Yep.
Even if we don't agree on all kinds of different issues and we think this is a scam or we think this is the best thing ever, all different points of views. I understand, we may not agree on everything, but here, see if you can do anything with these digital courses and these digital products and stuff like that. They're free to you. So, and in the future, since you're a part of that between now and March 1st, getting on there, you'll get other things that are for free. If they help you, great. If you end up being like, you know what, I think these things are good, I'm going to try to sell them and make some extra money, get an affiliate link and split them 50-50 with us. You'll make money off of it. But
just put a little content out once in a while and do a video or do a live. And
well, see, that's what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making courses in the background. So we're going to be making courses. We're going to be adding them digital products, selling different things. There'll be other communities that you'll be able to join. I think there's a Forex community down the road where people can actually pay to be a part of. And it'll be, I think, like a monthly service type thing. And the Forex and trading people will just get together and do stuff. There'll be other things outside of that. There'll be in our Discord, there'll be there's an attorney and a financial planner that I have a friendship with, that there'll be a lives with him and stuff like that.
Nice.
So there's other things that'll be going on, and some of those things are going to be paid. You have to pay for those. But if it shows up in those 5 bundles, it's yours, man.
Yeah, I mean, you figure like if say I get all excited about one aspect of one package, I'll make some shorts about it, and someone uses my affiliation link. I make $100, maybe make $100 in a week, and make $400 in a month. I made just four people click into it,
Yeah, and all those digital products out there are legit. Like these are if someone doesn't have a need to know anything about selling on Etsy, then yeah, okay, why would they buy it? They wouldn't buy it. I mean,
go for it.
But someone's like, I really need to learn Etsy. I want to start. Well, there's a course on there, and this is how much it is, and this is how much it is if you buy this bundle and all the bundles and all that. That's it. But none of that happens until after March 1st, at least March 1st.
Right. That's why I'm going to get my wife and my daughter. We're going to download that because, they have that product that I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow, Kryptonian.
Yeah.
This week, receive
send out some bourbon.
Some bourbon.
Send it.
But I mean, all you really need right now is an email address.
Yeah. Nice. I just, they have to be as motivated as I am. I didn't make the stuff. I give them ideas, and they just got to get back in the sync of doing it because the holidays took a lot out of us,
Oh, yeah.
Our house is a hub for my 2 grown daughters. They're 28 and 27. Though their kids come over. I mean, so we were busy. We were really busy. So
nice.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it, and I'm not even really in the group. I'm part of the friends of the group, which makes me part of the group.
Well, see, it's easy for us because we're just going to be doing what we've been doing.
Yeah, we hang out and talk, me buds. And
so
we're going to get some for March 1st. They're ground floor.
We're going to be putting courses or digital products, different things that we come across in there. Great. If it helps people, whatever. I mean, if they take advantage of it, great. But we're just going to be continuing doing what we're doing. We're going to be doing our lives more now. We're going to be talking about different projects and different things that we have in there. And this is a way for the community to be a part of that. and maybe they can make some money.
Positive community too. A positive community.
Yeah, and then like I said, and then after March 1st, if anybody's like, "Oh, I want to be a part of that," remember we were in, sorry, man. I mean, 2 months of it being free, can't do much more than that. But
we'll be going live, like talking about it once a week, right? Hey, what the NR? Look at him.
He said, "What's up, fellas? Just got home from the Dominican Republic.
Show us your tan line, buddy." Don't show it.
And I have to trade in the morning. Good to see you guys live. Yeah, he's a busy man. He's a busy man. Yeah, that we talked about that earlier in about that whole buying BL's bag, dude. That NR was not involved. He's not involved. He's not going to be a part of it. Nothing like that. I don't even know who. I don't even know how his name came up in it, man.
But don't dare NR to send a bikini shot. He'll get in a thong for you, I'm sure. He's a freak.
All right, now the thought of Kryptonian and NR in thongs, it's has gone downhill, man.
The thongish I get are board shorts to my knees. That's all my thong is.
Oh man,
board shorts.
Here goes a little clip of me in a thong. I'm just joking.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's your drone?
Yeah, this is this is what after I realized I freaking wasn't recording the first.
It records really high definition too.
Yeah, this is like 4K, I believe.
Hey, Lori, come here.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to
the fireworks, dude.
Nah, actually, you just what I did before, man. This is so cool. Yeah, so I got wrapped around it. So I'll wrap around. The first when I wasn't recording is the problem. The first time I was going through it.
His drone through the fireworks.
Kryptonian, is that what you Texans do, man? On Christmas, you light off fireworks?
That was New Year's, man.
Oh, okay. New Year's. I was like, what the heck?
Oh, play it again. Here, I'll play it again.
Play it real quick so wife can see it.
Yeah, so sorry, I had like really good footage until I thought I did, but I actually got to go back and record a little bit. So this is one of my neighbors.
Flying drunk, doesn't he? He's like,
yeah. Oh, and I had like freaking like 50% battery, so I had to bring it back. So trust me, I was stressed. I was like, I don't want to lose my drone, man. Yeah, the first time it was more cinematic.
That's cool.
Yeah, right? In my area, you'd see a couple guys down there with some shotguns.
Yeah, your guys would shoot it out the air, man. What are you talking about? Get it? It's a bird. We're gonna eat that thing. That looks like food to me. Eat it, shoot it.
We had fully automatic guns going off in my neighborhood, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look called black cats. Yeah, they're not even supposed to be popping in this neighborhood, man. And everybody was popping fireworks. I mean, we weren't. But.
He's the winner.
Did you see in Hawaii what they did?
But no, what they do.
I wish I'd saved the video, but I was watching it. So in Hawaii, the local government said they couldn't let off fireworks. Man, you should see the video of the fireworks they let off. Everybody down there was like, "Nah, man, we're letting off fireworks, bro."
Yeah, hey, what are you going to do? Yeah,
Kryptonian,
sir.
When I said that in my neighborhood, we had fully automatic guns going off, and she goes, "Kryptonian, he lives in Texas." I said, "No. It said it's Houston." I said, "No, he's in the Woodlands." And she goes,
"Yeah.
Oh, thanks for talking to us. Oh, thanks."
Whatever. Not even, man.
Wait, even. Don't be messing with. I'm from the streets. Man, I almost moved to the Woodlands.
No, I'm saying it's nice.
She's talking. He's saying it's uppity. Is no, not at all. I'll tell you. You ever seen the Jeffersons?
You
ever seen the Jeffersons? I'm George Jefferson. Okay, that's who I am, man. I'm that guy. Living on the east side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the only problem with the Woodlands is you don't get enough land.
Yeah, I know, but you get taxes if you got it though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nice out there. I have pair district friends out there.
Well, I was really doing it with the schools and stuff like that, and it was like maybe a 25% chance I was even considering. But the schools, where I'm at now, the schools were they're pretty good. So it was like the Woodlands, their schools were better, but not financially better.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, we're close enough, man. It's fine.
Well, my 16-year-old has 2 more years of high school. Then we can consider spreading out to where we get some acreage and stuff.
Yeah, my son, he's done this year, and he's like on cruise control, man. He's got his schedule. He likes getting up early in the morning, but he's got his schedule. He gets up early in the morning. He's done by like 10. He doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to go on Wednesdays.
Nice.
And like, there's like holidays on Mondays and Fridays all the time. So a couple weeks, like he's got maybe 20 weeks left, and like 4 of them he's only going 3 days a week.
We found some land not too long ago, about 30 minutes from here.
Yeah,
it was 12 acres for 157. I was like, ooh,
that's pretty good. Actually,
no, we're not. No, I would have, but no.
But you put it on a land contract, dude. You're gonna be like,
I know it's not where I want to live, though. I don't own it. It's
me. You know your situation.
No, I mean it's not the finances. We want land.
No. I'm saying you know your situation. If I mean, it's a hole in the
location. It's location.
Yeah, if you don't.
But that's what we're looking for as we migrate from fully automatic gunfire at all the holidays to not, and this will become a rental property. So.
No, that's smart, man. Yeah, don't sell it, bro. Rent it.
Rental property. Yep. So, but we're looking for land someplace.
Well, and that's another thing too. If people are out there looking for houses and everything like that, most likely the owners of the house that they would be selling or whatever, they have their mortgage from several years ago, so they got a good interest rate. You can always talk to them about doing some type of land contract or something like that, or a lease or something like that they retain the loan and the interest amount, and you pay it until interest rates get better. So there are ways for like young people out there that are concerned about high interest rates and not being able to afford them, because they are really rough for them. The younger generation, I do believe, I think it was tougher for us when we were younger because we didn't have so much knowledge at our fingertips, but it is very tough for young people nowadays to, get a home and, people in their mid-20s, mid-30s. It's tough for them to get.
And I think it's designed. I think they're designing it that way. You will own nothing and be happy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I got me an 800 square foot apartment. I'm paying $4,000 a month. Yay. I was like, come on, man. I mean,
yeah. Well, they're designing for the millennials. They're designing the apartments on top of the shopping centers, so all their shopping needs are right there.
Well, they're doing that to make them to basically embedded in their brains that it's better to live in a communal city type environment than to have land and all that. If you want to know the true test of your government, see how they treat farmers. Farmers are the backbone of any free society. And if you don't believe that, man, go out there and check farmers. You have a farmer out there. What about that Amish? The FBI just raided that Amish guy for selling milk and dairy stuff.
That's all jacked up too.
Hey, you heard about the big where is it at? Is it in France, I think, where they're doing the farmers going up. It's the biggest protest in France ever.
I don't know. You couldn't possibly. So let me say, all right, I'm an elected official. All right. Bunch of people, they elected me to do something. Okay. I'm a mayor, my local mayor, right? They elected me. Now, say I got there's 10,000 people voted. I got 7,000 of them, right? But if I had 5,000 people protesting me, I'd probably be like, all right, I got to change something. I'm going to resign. I'm going to do something. Why are you protesting? I'll go out and why are you protesting? Because you're dumb. You did this and that. Oh, okay. Well, let me go fix that real quick. So you got all these farmers protesting him, and it's like they are completely oblivious to what they're saying. You're like, I don't get that.
I saw a blurb and I couldn't find the story. It was the police aren't enforcing some gun law where they passed you couldn't own a gun in the U.S. Was it Chicago or someplace?
No, that's in California. That's in it's in California.
Police weren't enforcing it because
some local town was trying to some sort of gun on bans, and the sheriffs in California of all places said, "Nah, sorry, we're not going to do anything that's a Second Amendment protected right." That's
No, that was in Arizona. What? New Mexico.
No,
I just saw blurb and I never got back to it. I just wanted you guys.
Wasn't the New Mexico governor like suspended?
Oh no, that was recent. That was last year, but just like last week or this week,
okay.
Something new in California.
Yeah, don't
California
ask me about last week, bro. I was like,
in actual California, yeah, they're like the sheriffs are like, nah, not today.
Yeah,
it says something like, I'm not going to arrest me who went to bed yesterday. Now they're illegal on the guns that were legal yesterday or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Funny thing is, right before we went live today, Chris, I had already had my day planned. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a couple hours, get prepped, get my equipment set up and everything, because I had to blow the dust off of everything. I haven't been in the office since we last went live. I mean, at least to have all this equipment on. And my daughter called me, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Dad, what are you doing?" This is probably about 2:00, right? My time, Central, best time ever. I'm like, I'm just finishing up some work. I got a live tonight, so I'm just gonna hang around the house. And she's like, so we bought a safe, and you think you can help us pick it up, at Academy? I'm like,
you're old, dude. No,
I know. I was like, well,
now they need you.
Yeah. I'm like, what kind of safe? I was thinking she was talking about like she says it won't fit in her boyfriend's car or something like that, right? I'm like thinking, I'm thinking he's buying maybe like a small he's only got a few handguns that I know of, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be about the size of an ice chest. I'm thinking, well, okay, yeah, I'll go help. Yeah, sure. No, I show up. So I don't show up with the dolly. I don't show up prepared. It's a 250-pound. It's a small they're an apartment. It's a small safe, right? But like a little Liberty safe or something. But it was small enough that she thought of calling me. I get there and I'm like, crap, I'm getting too old for this, man. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm like, do you guys have a dolly? She's like, so even the guys at Academy are like, well, we can't help you load it on the truck. It's going to be a while. The guys that we have, I'm like, oh, crap. So we throw it on my back of my truck, and I go to Home Depot, grab a dolly, go to his apartment, strap it up. I got straps and everything.
3 flights up the stairs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 3 flights. And I'm just like, so anyways, I spent 3 or 4 hours pulling a safe up some stairs and helping him set it up. And then I rushed home, and then I probably got here about maybe 30 minutes before. That was 30 minutes before I popped up on here. And I'm going to tell you, I'm sore as hell right now.
How's your back doing?
My arms are freaking feel like jelly, dude. I'm like, what the hell's what's going on? I was like, oh yeah, I was lifting a damn safe today. I mean, that was tough. But but all in all, I'm happy to hear he got a safe, because he's been buying him some guns, ever since he turned 21. And he's got his own place. He's like, no, I just want to be able to exercise my right. And I was like, well, you can't be buying all these pistols, man. I mean, you got to have a place to put them. Putting them under your mattress, let's be responsible here. And I had those conversations with them, and that's exactly what they did. So it's cool to see that, finally. Cool. Yeah, it's so cool.
So
you teach them how to take the firing pins out too.
Yeah, no.
And then put all the ammo in a storage locker.
That's always a good one, man. You take the firing pins out. I mean, you lock it up, do all the things, everything like that. Take the firing pins out, and then you're like.
Then you put the ammo in a storage bin. I mean, a storage locker. Okay.
Yeah, the ammo. Well, the ammo is in the safe all the time.
The ammo. They just have pistols, so it'll just be in the safe.
My ammo might be in the magazine with one in the chamber. I'm not quite sure.
I lost all my ammo in a fishing accident, a boating accident. Yes, so I have no guns. Yeah, I mean, I'm admiring their guns.
Yeah. I don't know what a gun.
We're remodeling like our master bedroom and our master closet and some other stuff, and so maybe or not there are some hidden wall compartments that with certain apparatuses they open, and there's my maybe Mossberg waiting to say hello to somebody.
Yeah, it says hello. It's going to say more than hello. It's going to say hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah.
Say hello to my little friend.
It's a different world where I live, man. Everybody's got guns, right?
Yeah, I know, man. That's what I'm trying to be, man. That's what I'm trying to be. Yeah. Well, you're the last of the Mohicans, though, man. I mean, that's uncommon.
Well, I mean, my neighbors. I mean, they're all like this, and I got neighbors that are like extremely liberal and everything like that, but they're liberal, but they maximize all of their individual rights, And
I'm okay. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That's the liberals that back in the old days, it was like there was a fine line there. It was like you're liberal, but there weren't, and now it seems like it's such a divide that, it's like nobody can get along. It's either you are pro First Amendment, you're anti First Amendment. It's like, really? I mean, we all should be pro First Amendment.
Yeah,
just
at
different
least
interpretations, maybe a little bit, And
when I was younger and lived in South Dakota, my family lives, my mom's family. At the high school, almost a third of the trucks or more had gun racks with loaded shotguns in the back window.
Yeah, I went to high school. They were like, that was just in the 90s.
These
guys that had shotguns, that
pellet guns to school for show and tell.
Yeah. Do they still have gun racks in the back where you live, Chris? Like nowadays,
yeah,
no?
Well, you'd have to not. Well, yeah, you do. There's a couple of gas stations down the road, and maybe 2 or 3 miles. Every once in a while, when I stop there in the morning, a bunch of people out there with their old trucks. Yeah, those are working people when they're it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. You go out there and they got several in the back of their truck.
Nice.
And I'm okay with that.
I feel much safer around that.
I'm okay with that, man.
I feel all snuggled in and warm, eating popcorn.
Well, people get. I think what happened is there's a whole generation of people out there that just got scared of them. So
yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's weird on the East Coast, West. I talk all day about that. My kids grew up around guns. And not just they're laying around. Like accessible. I taught them gun safety. They understand the importance of it, why I have it, and all those things. And so now my daughter, my youngest, my baby that's adulting right now. I still have my little one here that I'm going to teach and hopefully help her appreciate the rights that we have, right?
The liberties that we have,
right? But it's cool to see that my daughters are like my 2 daughters that are adulting are no, they absolutely exercise their right to bear arms.
Yeah,
because they know that that at any moment there's a monster out there, man or woman or whatever. It doesn't matter, a child. There's crazy people out there, and a gun is a great equalizer. But I think most importantly, they know that their safety is their responsibility. At the end of the day, no one's coming to save them, right?
Well, I think one of the biggest problems that I've come across is that, and I talk about the younger generation, but younger people. There's so many of them out there that never touched a gun and absolutely hate them. And it's like, and I've taken maybe 5 young people, I'd say like under 30, to the range over the last 20 years. And they're big fans of guns now. But before that, they were like, they're evil.
Yeah, they're evil.
It's like,
oh my God,
no. I can understand their point of view. I mean, when you're inundated from everywhere, all the evils of the world and everything like that, and when they see it, they feel it, they understand it, and all that kind of stuff, and they understand the safety of it. It seems like they're like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, Now they may not be, everyday carry, people, but they're like, okay, I can understand now, and I can hold my own, and I'll keep it safe. And a couple of them are pretty hardcore right now. Now they're like Second Amendment. Thank goodness. What's his name retired?
Well, my daughter's boyfriend, he never really shot or anything like that. He never really been around guns. He lived with his parents his whole life, obviously, like most do. And he finally moved out, got his own place. Then he was able to go buy his own pistol. I was like, oh, he's got the bug now.
Yeah.
He bought one, then he bought 2, and then he bought.
Well, and he shows up with a flak jacket on and stuff. Yeah. And he's got like his gear, and he's got his peg light, and it's like this guy's off the ring.
No. That means he's enlisted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just waiting on my orders, Dad.
Yeah. Like those guys with the first tattoo, they just start going crazy. Get your first gun. It's like
yeah. I got my first pistol when I was 24, I guess. And I put it up yeah. Well, I mean, my dad, don't get me wrong, we had rifles in the house and shotguns, but I was so busy. I
wasn't allowed to own a pistol when I was younger.
Yeah. I was 21, we could buy one. I got one, and I put it up in the my cousin was in the Air Force, and he got back from boot camp, and he was heading and he was like, "Hey man, I'm heading overseas, and he was already 21. He's like, I bought this pistol. But I want to sell it. If he sold it to me, so I bought my pistol from my. I just turned 21 and
legally contracted and registered.
Legally, yeah. I mean, we did the whole bill of sale thing, and everything. I put it on the in my. I didn't know any better. I put it in my closet, wrapped it in a little sock or whatever, pistol sock. Put it up there. The ammo. I think I had maybe 25 rounds of 9mm, 20. I mean, I didn't even know, right? And it stayed up there for about a good year. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got a gun, right? And then one of my buddies was like, bro, let's go shoot. Went to the range, and I was just like, I think I'm in love.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, no. I was like, wow, okay, truthfully, I was like, there's a lot that I don't know about guns. So then I just dove into it, and I started learning about gun safety. And then I got into competition shooting, and I went from pistols to rifles, hunting rifles, all that stuff. And the rest is history. But the most important thing was like, wow, this is the great equalizer. And I think about all the evils in the world. Imagine if those, like here in Texas, unfortunately, as you know, we'll talk about this eventually over our next few lives, about just the open borders down here. They're coming in by the hundreds of thousands every week. Imagine if the people in these countries, South America, right? That's where they're coming from mostly. If they were allowed to bear arms and had the First Amendment, I guarantee you they wouldn't be having to leave their country right now.
Well, because they probably that's one of those things that you're going to have people out there that that don't want to be a part of that or anything like that are people that are up to no good. Okay, they're coming across, but a lot of those people, they don't want to be leaving their homes.
No, it's like they have to, because I mean, I don't blame them, because the governments or the countries they live in are literally shitholes at the end of the day, because of their governments. It's not the people. The people aren't shitty. It's the governments, and they can't do anything about it. It's like the governments are so corrupt, I mean, so they're like, well, the only thing I can do is go to America. And the problem is they're, that we can't, at least my opinion is, we can't house the world here. I mean, there's not enough of us. There's not enough work over here. It's just going to, it's just a Band-Aid to the problem. And unfortunately, what sucks is the people that leave those countries come here, send their money back to their countries. So the people, the evil governments that have been running it all this time, they're benefiting. They're sending their go over there, go to America, send your money back over here, and their U.S. dollars back here to your families, and their economies do well because of that. It's just a vicious cycle. But we'll see what happens, throughout the year as we get closer to the election, as they're going to talk more about that here in the States, and it's going to be a roller coaster this year.
Do you guys have a cert gun? Either one, you have a practice cert gun?
Cert gun? What do you mean?
It's it lets you operate some mechanical stuff, and it also shoots a laser. So you can target acquire, and then you can pull the trigger.
I have it's called a
laser in it.
It's called Crossfire. I forgot what it's called, but I took an H&K pistol, and I took the magazine, not the magazine, the slide, and I replaced the slide with it's a laser. It's actually compressed air. It's compressed air, right? And it gives the real motion and trigger pull. It's got a laser on it. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I let my daughter's boyfriend borrow it. I said, hey, you've never shot a pistol, so you can shoot this around that. It's completely safe. Obviously, there's no ammo involved. It just shoots a laser at the target. It's compressed air. You get about maybe 20 shots per fill up. Per cartridge in a sense. And but it's using a real H&K VP9, which is a striker fire pistol. And the slide, it gets real slide action and everything. And it feels like you're shooting a real gun just without the bang. And man, he was just like, he was able to manipulate the firearm, load it, take the magazine out. He became almost immediately just from practicing in the house, his apartment where he was at. We went to the range. He's an amazing shot.
Nice.
Because of that test or whatever the
we used gun. To, when I had my martial arts academy, we used to teach once a quarter or once whatever active shooter classes, what to do, how to protect yourself. Mm-hmm. They used to teach us classes. So
you run.
Well, that's the main thing. But if you can't run or secure or get out, then what do you do? So So we taught all the safety classes. My buddy is an NRA instructor. 2 more that were also my martial arts buddies. So, and one guy went to Front Sight, I think it's in Colorado, and his first time to the course, he scored the highest out of anybody that's ever scored because he is a super gun guy. From in the car, out of the car. When he was single, his front room was a gunsmithing room. He would in his house when he's gone and set things up, and when he come home, he'd have to clear his house every day when he came home. That's part of his training. Wow. Yeah.
Oh crap, man. Yeah, he's
definitely... All right, well, guys, we've been going for almost 2.5 hours, so
it's a good time, man. I appreciate you bringing me on here, Chris. Getting back in the saddle, man. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here with you guys.
Yeah, it's good to have you, man. Good seeing you.
So we'll probably do some more throughout the week.
Start before March 1st. Sign up, everybody.
Yeah, that March 1st is it's really. It's all for them. So,
yep, a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff coming your way, guys.
Yep, I don't see any other comments. All right. I don't have anything else. You guys got anything else? I'm ready to go.
No, that's it, guys. We'll see you guys next week. All right.
All right.
Soon. We'll see you guys. Appreciate you guys. See you guys on the blockchain.